All right, guys.
Yeah, thank you for getting that.
Yeah, I got it.
We are
I appreciate you.
All right, let's get into this recap, shall we? So, one very eventful night and one loud alarm later. You guys awake around lunchtime and join the Queen in the dining hall. You notice far less nobles and an increase in guards, indicating that the castle is still on high alert for the escaped criminal. Nihlio is not immediately recognized due to the fact that he cut his hair and swapped his goatee for a mustache, and he is still very wary of being noticed. Einar is able to secure a map from Laszlo with the precise location of the fallen watchtower. Alaric begins to ingratiate himself with the Queen and Laszlo as Laszlo begins preparing for the wedding. Laszlo waves Orlaith over to prepare a hunting party to begin collecting the meat for the wedding, and Orlaith invites Alaric and Toke along. The stable hand leads you to the royal stables, where Orlaith mounts a large golden horse named Thunderstorm, and a smaller horse named Thorn for Toke, and a gentle palomino called Rosie for Alaric. You ride into the dense forest and lay in wait by the lake. Orlaith is uncomfortable killing a mama bear, but you are patient, and finally 2 bucks come to drink from the lake. Toke and Alaric manage to take down the 2 bucks, and as you make your way back to the castle, Orlaith asks if Toke would like to watch the sunset from the beach, if Alaric wouldn't mind returning with the horses. Alaric agrees, and you part ways. Nihlio, on the other hand, spends his day searching the woods for the mysterious sound he heard the night before, and finds parts of the woods have been bizarrely destroyed along with the decimated remains of various animals. You quickly return to the castle before sunset, and the stable boy provides you with a black stallion named Nightbird. You find a clearing and string Nightbird up as bait as you lie in wait. Einar picks out his own steed, a beautiful tan foalie with black hooves and a black mane named Serena, who the stable hand says is the Queen's new favorite, and that she is very fast. Serena begins to lead you along a strange path, but clearly one she is familiar with. The woods end abruptly, and you have arrived at the cliffside with the fallen tower. Before you make your way down the cliff, you hide a small amulet of Odin into her braided tail and begin your perilous climb down. Orlaith and Toke walk along the beach in the not-so-far distance, and Toke asks Orlaith how the king died. As you come to Orlaith's favorite swimming spot on the coast, you notice that a large wound had been dealt to her leg, affecting her gait, and claw marks all along her back and neck are visible. Orlaith tells Toke that after they had returned, a beast had been captured, and they were unable to subdue the creature, and Orlaith failed to slay the beast, and it escaped. She hears the beast at night and knows that while they claimed it was a wolf, it was no wolf she had ever seen before, and she fears that the creature is the one killing the villagers. Einar manages to shimmy down the tower and finds a tunnel leading into an underground area. He manages to pick several locks that lead him into an abandoned area, similar to the chapel within the castle. The walls are adorned with strange runes, telling the story of the flame god, and the tunnels are stiflingly hot. You enter an arena and hear a sad cry from below. As you walk down the stairs, you are met with a young brass dragon with a large collar around his neck. Nihlio waits well into the night and is rewarded with a large, hulking wolf. Enters the clearing, and you release a poison bomb which enrages the beast and allows you to collect a piece of fur from them. You use your cloak of eyes to dazzle the creature, which... Let me look at this real quick. Let me see what that says exactly. I typed in dazzle and it's like razzle dazzle, which apparently is a gnome thing. I need someone to do that. Okay, so it basically means that the vision is marred on this beast. However, the wolf has very keen smell. So as you take a chunk of his fur, you begin to run. And as you run, the wolf gives chase. So, Nihlio, please go ahead and roll me initiative.
Yeah, starting rolling right away, baby.
And what is initiative again?
There should be a spot on your... Yeah, there should be a spot on your thing that says initiative.
Oh, right
Is that
there,
true?
underneath
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah, it's... It should be a die. It's same as perception rules.
Oh, okay. Wait, just out of curiosity, I thought when we last did this, I succeeded in running away and I got back to the castle with the tuft of hair.
No, you just started to run, and we're gonna pick back up. You have not made it back to the castle.
Interesting. Okay. All right, 17.
Okay. Let's see our Wolfie boy here. All right. So you dazzle the creature with your cloak of eyes, and you begin to run. You are confident that he cannot see you, but and you are covered in your cloak, but you hear him behind you. He is huge, hulking. He cares not for any branches. You are nimble, sort of like weaving through the path that you took earlier. And as he is giving chase, you find a fallen log, which is blocking your path. Would you like to leap or go around?
Leap.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Goddamn right. 18.
Excellent. You nimbly hop on over, no problem. And it doesn't slow you down really. But you still hear the creature behind you, and you start to panic a little, but you're keeping your head, and you start to take a narrow path. How are you more concerned about speed, or are you more concerned about carefully picking your way to try and lose him or prevent you from like tripping or something?
Speed. I'm pretty high in both athletics and acrobatics, so yeah, speed. I get fucking moving.
All right, please roll me a dex and a perception check.
A dex. How do I do the dex?
Is this a dex check or would this be a reflex saving throw?
Oh, sorry, reflex saving throw, my bad.
Okay, that's easy to do. 20.
Excellent. Okay, you 20 for perception or for the dex check?
Reflex.
Reflex, okay.
Reflex. Yes, 20.
Yeah, you are so nimble. Probably a lot of other people would be having problems at this point, but you are racing through the forest. You may have even picked out the path that you were going to take back to the castle before this. You run down the narrow path, and you come across like a little river that has like a tree branch. Are you going to wade through the water, or are you going to go on the sort of tree?
Do you need my perception roll first or no?
Yeah, make a perception if you want to quickly devise.
Well, you told me to make one with the reflex. You're like, which one is it, the perception or the reflex? So I rolled both. I got a 22 on that perception check from the last thing. And I guess now I will go over the log.
Excellent. So with your perception check, you decide that the branch is going to hold your weight, and it might even not hold the weight of the creature. And you balance your way over the log, not even kind of slipping on the moss, and you are just absolutely booking your way into a tangled forest. Do you wish to try and lose him in the forest, or are you going to follow the trail?
Can I see the trail?
Yes, it's like a little small game trail.
Is there people on the trail?
No, it is very late at night.
Okay, so there's I thought I was already in a forest, so I guess I'm confused about that. So what do you mean? I'm looking at the map right now, so that is this little dirt thing, that is the trail that goes back.
Yeah, we'll say that the map is like fairly accurate for now. But yeah, you were in a clearing, and then it was like forest. This is like deep, tangled forest. You can like basically take a side diversion to try and lose him.
Oh no, game trail for sure, easy.
You decide not to risk it in the tangled forest, and you follow the game trail. Please make me a survival check.
This is where I thrive. 23.
I a little bit was kind of hoping you rolled something low just because it would have been so funny after that. This is where I thrive. 3.
What's so funny is that the dice rolled between a 16 and a 3, and I thought it was going to hit the 3, and it went back to the 16, so I was like, oh no.
This is my territory, baby. Oh, 1 shot, I'm dead.
So you're running along the game trail. You have definitely made a little bit of distance between you and the beast. And you essentially have two decisions to make. You do see up ahead, not too far, you see a large bee's nest, or you see a thicket of brambles. You know from sort of like sneaking around that you could make your way through the brambles, and it would be very difficult for someone to follow you. It would lead you back to the castle, but bees might also work. Bees or brambles?
I know.
Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap.
These are brambles. I'll take brambles this time.
You decide to cut into the brambles. Please go ahead and make me another reflex check.
27.
Wow. Okay. You are honestly the person who could have made it out of this chase. Due to your high dexterity, you are no stranger to getting quickly out of somewhere when you're in trouble, and you are able to like expertly weave through the brambles. You sort of like wrap your cloak around your more fleshy parts that are exposed, and you're able to easily wind your way through. As you sort of like on the other side, you're in front of the castle now, and it's only a little bit of ways, and you turn and you see that the beast is really struggling to like make his way through, and you can get away from him.
Is he trapped in the brambles?
He's definitely slowed down quite a bit, and he was also poisoned, so he's definitely, you can kind of hear him howling in the back, and it has gotten more and more aggravated as the chase has led on.
What side of the castle am I facing?
Excellent question. Let me update the map for you. Doodle-doodle-doo. Yeah, let's say you went... You're basically like about to hop over this creek that will allow you to completely get into the castle. You are facing the back of the castle.
Okay, so here's some fun stuff. Remember 2 sessions ago when I set up some of our men surrounding the castle outside of our window?
Did.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go, oh boys! I'm gonna grab my squad and we're just gonna fucking murder kill this werewolf here.
I love how we haven't checked that they're still there or alive.
These men are nothing but pawns.
The instructions were to set up camp and like watch the tower, and this has only
Correct.
been like
A night.
like 24 hours since those instructions were given. There is no reason to believe that Nihlio didn't give them different instructions or anything like that. So they are camped out. You do see one guy on guard, and as you call
you get
out,
one?
No. There's other guys sleeping.
Oh.
There's other guys sleeping. It's a full camp.
You're fucked, dude.
It's a full camp, but there are guys sleeping, and the one guy sort of like does the thing where he's like, men, let's go. And you hear like a lot of like kerfuffle and whatnot. And as you're standing on the edge of the brambles, it takes a second for the men to start to join you. And as the beast hears this commotion, it sort of stops, realizes that you have called for backup, and gives like a low growl, low throaty growl. And instead of a beast sort of sound, you almost hear like a croaking from the beast.
Oh, sick, he's dying.
Oh, he's actually half frog.
Yeah.
I will be back.
You cut out in the last word, what?
Be back.
Yes.
No.
Do you have a rope? Lasso it.
I got so much shit in my little pack right now that I just opened up. I'm like, All
right, what would you like to do in response to this?
Is he trapped in those brambles?
He has stopped his descent onto you, and you can tell that like after he has spoken to you that he is gonna dip. So you basically have a moment to do something before he runs off.
So he's slow enough to get through the brambles to me, but when he's fleeing, he's like, "Oh, just kidding, teleport." He's outside of him.
Well,
Not gonna take him a second.
Stop trying to get through.
I know, but
Yeah.
when you're tangled in brambles, like I don't know, I've gone bushwhacking. Like if you're in brambles, like you're fucking in brambles. Like it's hard to get back out the other way too. He didn't like just break it through and then now it's just like a clear path back. I think it should take him a second to get back there. Just a thought, but
it will take him a moment to like escape the brambles, but he did make a bit of a mess of the brambles like coming through. He's literally like hacking and slashing on the way.
The big guy.
You were so quick that he never came more than within 20 or so feet of you.
how close are my boys to me?
They're about 50 feet from you. I'll say that's probably yelling range, right?
You said 20 feet?
50.
20 feet from the
50?
wolfie. 50 feet from the
men.
boys, yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely shout 50 feet, especially if you're out in, like, if we're in an open area. That shit's gonna echo. That sound's gonna travel.
Yeah, but aren't they already on their way to me? Is what I'm saying, or no?
Yeah. They're coming. This is all happening in like bullet time here. So this is like 1 second. He spoke. You have an instant to react.
Okay, I'm gonna ask go to the audience here.
Ask her. Phone a friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna phone a friend here for you more experienced. I have two thoughts. Either I throw a torch at the brambles lit on fire so that he lights on fire and slows him down, or I throw my caltrops behind him so that he takes the reduced speed, and then me and my boys just run the bitch down.
How far can you throw the caltrops?
Is that due to my athletics or my acrobatics or what?
What does it say on the item?
Oh, I have to. The first creature that moves at a square must succeed at a DC 14 acrobatics check.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, the first creature that moves into that. Okay.
It sounds like caltrops are like a trap, or is it something you throw?
Yeah, well, he can set it up somewhere and it's a trap. But like, I'm asking, how far away can he put it?
Right. I mean, you can certainly do me look up caltrops real quick. But definitely light a bitch on fire. I mean,
that'll still slow it down. Like, it's not like it's just gonna get out of the fire. That'll at least buy me some time. All right, yes, I'll save the caltrops then, because we don't know what to do with that. So let me throw the torch on fire into the bramble.
The caltrops you can set up in a square adjacent to you.
Okay, yeah. It's like a setup thing. It sounds like. Okay. Unless there is something else you would like to do, do you wish to throw the fire?
I also have a net and a rope, but we've already established that I can't hold this thing on my own. It'll just yank me out. So, we just throw the torch.
So wait, is the thing just caught in the woods, or is it just 20 feet away from you running?
It's starting to flee. It's slowed down, but it's gonna make a break for it.
You have an oil lamp or something? Can you throw the oil lamp in it in hopes to douse it?
Ooh. No.
I think so. I thought the packs came with like a lantern.
Which pack? Because I have like the backpack and
maybe it was just the one that you picked.
Yeah, maybe it's in the fighter. I don't know. I think it's class based for the kids.
Okie dokie. Let's
grapple hook it.
I can't. The grapple hook I technically I don't have it anymore. It's been torn to shreds by that monster holding the horse head.
Oh,
yeah. It's currently tied around Majestic or whatever its name is.
Nightbird, God.
Yikes. He's just desensitized.
I have oil in my bag. I don't know, that doesn't help, but that's what I think what I was thinking of.
Yeah, so I guess I just throw the torch.
You don't happen to have a repair kit, do you?
I do actually.
It has oils for conditioning leather and wood, which I'm pretty sure back then they were all flammable.
Ooh.
It's probably all whale oil, Yeah, I'll definitely let you.
That if you want to catch it on fire. I'm just trying to think outside the box.
Yeah. No, that's smart. I was trying to think how I could do it, and that makes sense. So, so if I throw the oil and the torch at the same time, or is that two separate actions, basically?
You make Molotov? Do you have a Molotov? Didn't somebody buy a Molotov?
Yeah, I think someone did actually. I think technically it would be
two
actions, but you can quickly throw, how, just thinking in real time, how quickly you could throw two things. It's seconds. It's going to
especially with my acrobatics, because I'm dexterous with my two hands. I'd be like, backhand fucking oil and then toss hand like for torch.
I will have you do a reflex to throw these in rapid succession and accurately.
26.
Okay, great. You decide, you're like, okay, I need to slow this down. I need to catch him. You quickly think through your things in your bag, and you whip out some oils, and you whip out your torch. You light it up, throw them down. The brambles are very flammable, and they light up. You begin a small forest fire, and you hear within. He's making a break for it now, but he begins to howl in pain and frustration. So you can either try and go around the brambles and catch him on the other side, or you can wait out the forest fire.
Is he? He's not still running, right? He's probably just sitting there on fire, screaming and writhing.
Yeah, I would say with the 26, you could accurately throw the flames very close to him, so he is going to start burning.
Okay, so that doesn't answer. So is he running away, or is he holy fuck, I'm on fire?
I think he's running away and holy fuck, I'm on fire. But he's not running that fast.
Ugh. How far away is he from me now?
He's probably 30 feet. and the guys are probably like 20 feet. So they're about to be with you.
So I have a rope. And I also have 3 daggers and a rapier.
You're gonna what to that wolf?
Rapier. No, okay, this might be so far out there, but like, have you seen those, like, I think it's a Chinese weapon that has like the ball and then the knife and it's connected by a chain?
Oh yeah.
Right? You guys know about that or no?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Take your word for it.
If I wanted to like wrap the rope around the knife and like do that crazy fucking kick thing where he kicks the rope and the knife out and it like shoots in his leg, I like yank on it to trip him. Is that a
Sure.
thing, or can I just throw my fucking dagger? I think I'm getting too high. I think I just need to throw a dagger as hard as I can and
I'm
hit
like,
this.
So, like, I was like, you're gonna roll real bad at one point.
Yeah, it probably takes a bit of time to get that a thing.
Yeah.
No, just throw. I'm just gonna throw one of my daggers because I can always just go get it. But this is like the action I do first before making the decision of choosing to either go around or wait out the forest fire, which it's
Okay.
gonna be going around. But yeah,
Make an attack roll
an attack roll.
with lay
I
dagger.
I forgot how you do this.
Is it?
Oh, right there.
On your weapons.
What is the range? Also, is it? Oh,
On-
actually, I think it's within 2. Never mind.
Do I? Is this technically a sneak attack?
Why?
I don't know. Oh, it says I don't know. I still don't really know what I'm looking at with these
I would
things. So
not say this is sneak attack. Let's see. Let me look at.
oh,
sneak
so I
attack.
roll 1d4 plus 2 piercing and then plus 1d6 precision.
That's damage. Yes.
Okay, so I need to do that then. So damn
But you
it.
need to roll the hit first.
How do I do that? Just hit the roll, hit plus
yeah,
8?
above the dag. Yep.
Okay, so roll. That's damage. No, not damage.
The +8, whatever that is.
Plus 8 first. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus 8. I rolled a 26.
God damn. Okay. You are on your game. You planned this out so well. This is what you came to do tonight, and you throw your dagger, and you hear it land into the flesh of the wolf, and you hear it howl loudly into the night. The men come up to you, and they're like, "Good gods, what is that?" And as the fire gets bigger and bigger, it's sort of like lighting up the full area, and you can see that the hulking figure has sort of like fallen to its knees, and it's not dead or anything, but it is stopped, and it is very wounded in the middle of this fire with a dagger sticking out of its back.
How many out of its back or its leg?
Back, I would say.
What? So a perfect 30 would have been a back or a leg hit.
That would be a called shot, and it's you take a negative to it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then screw it. Anyway, how many guys do I have with me?
I believe your post was 20 guys, was it not?
Perfect. So, I bark orders. 10 of you go start controlling the fire so it doesn't spread further on either side. Keep the burn in the center towards the creature, and then the other 10 are with me, and we go run it down.
Great, the guy, yes, sir. And 10 of them retrieve some buckets and start throwing water as fast as they can to sort of consolidate the burn. And you and the 10 others sort of quickly make your way around, and you find the entry point to the brambles, which is not yet on fire. It's fairly larger patch. But as you make your way in, it is very smoky. But you make your way, and you can you're about 15 feet, and the fire is sort of like circling in on this guy. He is burning. The more he moves and thrashes, the more like brambles go up. The burn is being controlled a little bit, but as you see him burn, the fur has burnt away, and you see raw flesh underneath, and you see that he seems a little smaller now, and he begins to sort of melt down almost, and you see a very bizarre image in front of you of like a burning wolf slowly melting into a crispy man. What do you do?
Well, he's a crispy man now, right?
You hear him screaming in pain. If you do not provide him with medical attention, and extremely soon he will be done. So you can either let him die, or you can try and pull him out.
I tell one of the guys who are with me to take off their coat or whatever piece they have to get ready to put out the fire on this creature, and I walk up to it and I just kick it in the fucking nose as hard as I can and knock it out.
And as you approach, your men are sort of busy taking off their cloaks, and they're trying to stifle the fire as much as possible. And you kick him square in the face, much less a wolf's snout now, and more just a full. He seems to have like a dark beard, and you kick him over, and you see that. I mean, from between the crispiness of his flesh, that he wasn't a particularly large man. No tattoos or anything discernible. Some of his hair has been burnt away, but his beard was salt and peppered with gray and white, and he is very shallowly breathing.
Okay. So now now that he's out of fire, and he's, for all intents and purposes, knocked out a little bit, we're going to use that rope that I have. We're going to tie this man up from literal ankles to shoulders, and we're going to throw him over one of the guy's shoulders, and we're going to drag him right back to the castle.
All right. Do you provide him with any medicinal aid?
Will he die without it?
One of your guys kind of looks at him, and he's like, "Dear gods, sir, I don't know if he's gonna make it back to the castle. He is very burnt. He is very charred."
Alright, let's just treat the wounds a little bit.
Excellent.
So, roll a medicine thing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, 9.
Okay. You are not that skilled in medicine, and you sort of do what you can for him, which is not a lot. You basically make sure that he's comfortable, but you're not 100% sure that he is going to make it. But you pop him.
Ooh.
You have defeated this creature, and you begin to drag him back to the castle.
Well, can I...
Yes.
Sorry, can I do something to help him? Besides medicine, I mean, like, we're treating it, but he's just burnt. Like, can I just dip him in the river that's right there?
Sure. Yeah, you can totally do that.
Yeah. Well, let's just dip him in the water so that it cools him down a little bit. At least the ropes will be cold enough to keep his burns from spreading out more.
You dip him in the water, and his head kind of lulls to the side. You don't really you obviously don't recognize him or anything like that, and your men are all yours, so no one knows who this guy is. And he is nude, save for the ropes that now cover him. He seems to react to the cold water well, but he is still very shallowly breathing. His eyes are closed. One of your men goes, "Sir, I think we should hurry. I think the Queen should know about this." Or at least
I don't think we should bring him to the Queen yet. Take him up to my chambers.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yes, whatever you say, sir. Your men...
Oh. No, we don't have time for that. Never mind.
Oh, what were you going to say, though?
Me being me and loving rogues and wanting to play like one, I always want to think of a contingency plan of if anything wrong was to happen.
Okay.
So let's say he does die, he still needs to have a use to me because I've put too much time and effort into this. I'd like to shave his beard into the goatee that I once previously wore. Because the castle might very well find their escaped prisoner charred to a crisp and in my possession.
Okay. You do so.
Make sure you take your knife. Did you take your knife back?
Yeah, you undo, you take the dagger out of his back and very quickly give him a goatee. Go ahead, make me a crafting check.
A crafting? Oh fuck.
Yeah. That's what we used last time.
This is how everyone failed to cut your beard last time.
I thought last time, was it a crafting? I thought we used something else. Never mind.
I think we settled on crafting.
Alright, well we got a whopping 4.
You do a horrendous
Upset on
job. Yeah, you do a horrendous job. You unfortunately cut his face a little bit, and you're like, whoopsie. Which really doesn't add to the effect of half burntness. So now he looks really fucked up. He's bleeding a little, and he's just like, oh, and then another soldier comes. He's like, "Sir, I really don't think we have time for this. To your quarters, then. Should I summon anyone?"
Grab. Find. Shit. Sorry, I gotta think for a second. Oh my god. Find the drunkard and bring him into the quarters. That man knows something of magic, and this is definitely no natural being.
You're talking about, Toke, sir?
No, you half-wits. I'm talking about the elf.
Yes, of course. Yes, Alaric. I will find him. Right away. He runs off in front of everyone. All right, we're gonna cut back to you in a bit.
Okay.
Meanwhile, well, actually not meanwhile. This happens a little bit later, but Einar. Let me switch to the other map. Switching to the other map. Here we go.
Oh, that's cool.
So, the room is uncomfortably hot. I also may have mistakenly said that this was a bronze dragon, but this is actually a brass dragon. Just wanted to clarify. Like I mentioned, the dragon is about the size of a very large horse. Looks a little emaciated. has a big metal collar around it. It's not chained to anything, and it does not immediately attack you. It doesn't seem that aggressive or anything, and it is currently loafing on this tomb spot. Like a cat.
Is it looking at me?
Yes, it looks at you with a curious sort of head cock. You know from being around many creatures that this is definitely a very intelligent creature.
Hello. You seem friendly. And I'll look around the room and glance back to where I came from. Do you have a name?
It as you begin to speak to it in a quiet tone, it does perk up a little bit, and it does react a little bit to your question. It sort of stretches on top of the tomb, big stretch, and sort of trots down from it and scratches at one of the tombs that are inlaid into the wall.
You kind of tense up as it kind of comes a little bit closer to me, and then, oh, okay, go into a tomb. Can I, without moving, make out what the tomb says?
It's pretty dark in here, so you would have to move a little closer to him.
I will scooch a little bit and then pause and see if he reacts. And then scooch a little bit more.
He doesn't seem to mind you getting too close to him. And
the cat thing where you're like, hey, psst,
psst. He does not seem scared of like humans or anything like that. And as you sort of like raise your torch, you begin to look at some of the names on the wall. Give me 1 second while I find this note I made about it. Aha. You see in this particular tomb, there's like these large stone coffins in them. This one is inlaid with serpents and many complex, intricate runes that seem to have been brass was melted into them, and you see that the claws on the wall are next to a name, Nairdrap.
Nairdrap.
Yes, and I will put that in the chat for you guys.
Is there more than one name on the coffin? Or did he just kind of scratch beside the one name that was on the coffin?
There are other coffins in in each sort of area. And you can see that each tomb seems to have a different kind of theme. You kind of look to the one next over, and this one seems to have sort of a deer theme on the tomb, with a different name next to it. So you think that whoever is buried here is probably someone who was once very important to this land. You know that the name means the killing serpent.
Comforting. Just a misunderstood puppy.
Yeah, the one
He's
to
just a
the
lad.
side. Can I see if it is inlaid with, I don't know, gold or some kind of red jewel or something like that?
Yeah. You begin to move around the tomb a little bit more freely, and you take a closer look at each of these names and tombs, and you see, you do see one is inlaid with gold. The one that the brass dragon was perched on is the most intricate, completely woven through with gold, and you see that this one seems to have, unlike the others where they're more animals or weapons or this one is focused towards a fire sort of element, and you see that the name on the tomb is Brunnaond, which means burning envy.
Would love to get that one in the chat as well.
Oh yes, absolutely. And then go ahead and make a perception check.
So close to a nat 20. 18.
Excellent. You again you go over to the far wall. Now, are you okay with turning your back to the dragon? Or are you going to keep him in your eyesight?
I think at first he kind of forgets that the dragon's there and is like, oh wait, this means, and he kind of turns and like for a second or two just has his back and then remembers and like shoots his head. But if he hasn't moved, he will kind of go back to that a little bit more cautiously after the first time.
You see that the dragon has just sort of like, he's sort of just puttering around. He's sort of like pawing at some of the older bones, like kind of just sniffing around, looking a little hungry, but fairly uninterested in whatever you're doing. You see in the far right corner of the room an interesting tomb. It's a little different than the other ones. It's not very ornate like the gold one, and it almost looks like it was disturbed. Parts of the stone are sort of breaking off, and it looks a little bit more worn than some of the others. The tomb symbols show many different weapons, and you see that this one is extremely detailed and ornate, and if you aren't mistaken, you see like images of Odin and Suter, who is Suter is like the being in hell who is going to like come about and bring Ragnarok, and you see sort of like their battle happening in etched into the tomb. You see Blood Mother, which is blood fury. I'll put that in the chat for you guys too.
Blood Mother. And it looks disturbed.
It's the other ones seem more well kept, like they had been mostly untouched by something down here. This one looks like either it came down here in kind of a bad state, or it is much worse for wear than the other ones. It's not completely wrecked or anything like that, but it is disturbed. It's the difference between a well-kept grave and a grave that no one comes to and has been worn down by years.
Okay. Okay. He will be very intrigued by this coffin. Kind of glancing between this one and the others that are more animal themed.
Yeah.
Kind of give a scathing look to the one in the middle that has
The gold.
the gold, yeah, and then back to the Odin one.
What would you like to look at specifically for each of these? Do you want, like, you can attempt to open them, you can just attempt to read the runes and like look at the etchings a little bit closer with your torch.
Yeah, let's just give a closer look to that Odin one. See if I can figure out if there's anything more there, if I can try and figure out like how old this thing is, and if it looks like it's been tried to open, as someone has attempted to open it before, or it has been opened before. If I can try to ascertain that.
Yeah. Make me another perception check, please.
Let's go 27.
Amazing. So you get you get low, and you're really studying the Odin one. You have this is sort of your realm, right? Like, you know all the stories. This is your god, and much like the wall in the chapel that you saw down here, where it has sort of like a different version that you're used to hearing. This one shows Suther winning in combat, and you can see on the side of it a depiction of Fenrir killing Odin, and then on you even like try and go around the front and the back and all that jazz, and you see on the other side sort of a depiction of a rune that you have seen a couple of times now, which you know is associated with the flame god, and you see this like new world that they believe is going to come into fruition after Ragnarok, and you see on the top front side many, like, you see like a flock of dragons. And looking a little closer, as you look at like the lid, you notice that there's a fair-sized hole in it. And looking very closely with your torch, you can't really like put the fire inside or anything like that, but you see heavy, deep scratch marks from that seem to have like clawed and broken their way out. And looking at like just the area around the tomb, you kind of are like, while the tomb itself is very old, the breakage has occurred not so long ago.
And it looks like it came from inside the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a specific color or metal pattern in these designs?
Yes, this one is red.
Amazing. Yeah, it would be red, wouldn't it?
Of course.
He is very concerned about that, and just kind of falls deep into thought, kind of actually sitting down, on the floor in front of this coffin, just kind of thinking really hard.
As you sit and like relax and sort of almost you're thinking about the legends and stories, and you're really trying to pull at what you know about dragons, the brass dragon comes puttering along and just sort of it understands that it is a large creature, but it's kind of like a dog, where, like, you know when you have like a Great Dane and it thinks it's a lap dog, it puts its paw on you. No claws or anything, but the paw is huge and it covers both of your legs, and he just puts his paw there and looks at you.
He freezes. Easy boy. He will very slowly kind of reach for his bag. Ooh.
You're like, did I bring any food with me?
Yep. Rations have a bit of jerky in them, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
would
that.
definitely check your rations.
Yeah, I will bring out like a large piece of jerky and just kind of toss it on the floor to my side.
He doesn't even let it touch the ground. He's like, snaps it up.
Oh, you are fast.
The big dog.
Do you still have the paw on my lap?
No. As soon as you're like, food, he sort of like, he just kind of like jerked over, and now he's just kind of chilling by you. He understands that you have food, and he is now at attention.
Oh. I will stand up. It's kind of turn to face him. I will take out another piece of jerky. And just kind of switch hands with it and kind of toss it on the floor right in front of him. As he snaps it up, I will kind of get closer to him.
He makes no move to be violent or anything. He is too quick with the food to think that you're gonna take it from him. And he seems happy that he has been fed. He's very thin, even for you've never really seen a dragon before, but you're just like, he is flesh and bones. Like, he is very skinny.
I will take another step closer. And just kind of reach my hand out very cautiously towards him.
Right. He sort of sniffs the hand, smells the jerky on it, and then just sort of nuzzles with his long snout. You feel the rough scales on it and the hot breath coming from him, but he just pushes your hand.
Magnificent. I will take another step closer and try to take a look at this collar that's on him.
Yeah. You get a closer look to the collar. You're like raising your torch above. He seems not intimidated by the fire at all. And he lets you get very close to him. You just judging by what you've seen so far, he's obviously been conditioned to humans somehow. This isn't his, like, someone comes down here to feed him. Maybe not as much as he should be fed, but somebody comes down here, and he is not trained to be like a watchdog or a threat or anything. So the collar is iron. It seems to have a not so complicated looking lock on the back, but it does have a large fiery gem in the center.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I thought so.
Yeah.
What does that usually mean?
Laszlo
It's like a spell or something?
Laszlo and the Queen both carry fiery amulets very similar to this.
Oh.
Do
Can't
I
be
get
trusted.
the sense that this is magical?
You stare into the amulet, and just like Laszlo and the Queen's, it seems to glow and reflect the fire from the torch. Do you have... Is detect magic a thing? Right? You can just do
It
that.
is, yeah.
It is. I don't have it though. I'm not magic technically. Just from my
From your
expertise,
from your
quote
time.
unquote. Yeah. I mean, it seems magical.
Yeah, like it. You would be surprised if it wasn't. That would make sense to you, especially since dragons are very powerful, and something like this that's starving down here should be like rageful and trying to like escape with all of its might, but it's literally just gonna stay down here and die if no one does anything.
I will stand back a little bit and just kind of say to it, Nair Drap.
It perks up a little bit.
Oh. That is your name. I will go back into my bag and pull out all of my remaining jerky.
Okay.
And just kind of...
You have like 3 more pieces of jerky, essentially.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You're just like, this is all I
didn't
got.
plan for this. I will toss the first piece at the floor. Or map it up.
Snaps it up.
Toss the second piece closer to me. And then kind of hold the last one out in my hand.
He catches the first piece and quickly snaps up the second and comes over, sniffs the third, and with his lizard-like tongue just...
Good boy.
He
I will return.
bumps into you with his head. He's very big. You almost get pushed over.
Yeah.
Can we keep it?
Einar is not very strong.
Yeah.
Mom. I'll just give him some head pats, kind of brush on the scales, and then turn and start.
A beautiful creature. The scales are seem to almost be made of like molten brass, and they dance under the firelight. If he was in the sun, he would be glinting. It's obviously cruel to have such a creature like this down here. He's obviously very intelligent when you look at him.
I will reluctantly tear my eyes away and head back the way I came, glancing back a few times.
You're gonna go up the stairs.
Go up the stairs, yep.
He follows you.
Oh, this is... Oh, I don't have any more food, boy. Can you fly? Kind of look at its wings.
So, you look at his wings. There's nothing wrong with them. You don't believe he's injured in any way that would prevent him from flying. But, as you guys get to the top of the stairs, this is the largest room that you encountered in the area. I believe I said the ceiling was 15 feet or so. And it's a pretty big room. And when you say, "Can you fly?" he's sort of like, he beats his wings a little bit, and he can get off the ground. And he does a very short little flight into like one side of the arena. You wouldn't necessarily say it was flying. He can more like glide, and you get the sense that he's only been down here.
Mm-hmm. I will watch that with awe, and then kind of turn to the very small doorway that I came from. I am sorry. I do not. Oh, this is going to get out of hand. He will go through the doorway.
You leave the room through the very narrow door, and Nairdrap does follow you. And as you get through the door, even though he's so skinny and small, like he can't fit through the door, and he sort of like tries, but it's obvious that he's tried this before, and he gets a little like panicky, and he starts like clawing at the doorway.
Hey, calm down. Calm down. I'm here. Nairdrap.
At his name, he stops clawing, and he looks at you, and as he looks at you, you see deep sadness, and you remember that feeling that you had in the vision, and you realize that this was the creature that was somehow calling out to you, and this poor soul is begging for freedom.
I'm on the beach still if you want to come.
That's true. I mean, yes, this is before the wolf encounter. So what happened with Nihlio will happen in a couple hours.
Oh wow, okay.
But you don't know any of that yet. So as far as you know, there are 2 figures on the beach, but that is still quite a bit a ways.
I will, I'll say his name, and he stops, kind of clawing, and I will kind of walk back to him and just kind of hold my hand out and try to, like, place it on his forehead. I will return. Stay.
Does the thing when your dog's real sad and you're like, no, and he just slumps to the floor and gives a small whine, looks up with you with his eyes, and you can see a glimmer of trust in this.
And returned from whence I came.
Nairdrap does not stop crying as you leave. You can hear forlorn, sad dragon cries as you make your way back up. but you're able to move back through the tunnels, and you come back out through the tunnel where you entered, into the abandoned watchtower. You see it is now dark. Go ahead.
All the doors that I picked, I would like to close them, but not lock them again.
Okay, you do that.
As I get to the final door and like step out into the night, I'm gonna close it behind me, and then look back at the very treacherous walk up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have expected this.
So, you, when you came down here, I believe with a rope. So, and the rope, was just enough. So you can climb back up the rope, but it will be an acrobatic check.
Yep, I will do that. Just one?
Yep.
Imagine if I die right here.
That one falls to your death.
It was actually almost on that one.
Goddamn.
But it's nat 19, so 23.
Okay, hey. You're capable enough to climb out of the rope. You knew that this was coming. And as you make your way, you come out. The sky is dark, stars have appeared. You still hear the ocean roaring in the distance. And you see a storm approaching. You look over up to the cliffside, and Zarina is still there, waiting very patiently for you.
I will slowly walk towards her. Pat her on her neck. Good girl. Clean up. And very slowly make my way back through the forest, thinking all the way about what to do next.
You note that Zarina shows no fear when you appear, which strikes you as a little odd, because the dragon scent would be all over you. And she allows you to mount up and ride with no problem. And she is, while she is very fast, you are able to control your speed, and she slowly makes her way back. All right.
If it occurred to me
Yes.
that I might smell like dragons, I do have soap. Can I pull that out and just try to like clean my armor a little bit? I can't really see the dragon scent, but like just to
Totally.
mar that a little bit.
You think about it for a second, and you're like, okay, not gonna be doing this. And you take some time to like go over to the stream that you know is north of you, and you take the extra time to go and sort of like wash up in the river. Serena doesn't mind; she's chilling, and you sort of are okay with taking a little bit more time, due to the fact you are thinking deeply about what you saw. All right, Toke.
What's up?
You have.
I'm swimming.
Yeah, you're
All right,
swimming.
on to Noah.
The sun is a setting. This is, again, a little bit more back in time. And Orlaith is obviously, not in any rush to leave or anything. And you guys sort of just like watch the sunset. After your questions about her injuries, she falls a little silent. But not uncomfortably, just like she just doesn't wish to conversate as before, and you guys kind of like watch the stars a little bit.
Okay. And none of the wolf fight has not happened yet.
Wolf fight has not happened yet. That will happen.
So we don't see the forest on fire.
You are very far away from that, but yeah, you wouldn't see any of that until you started making your way back to the castle. And if you started making way back to the castle like a bit later.
Okay. I don't really know where to go from here, to be honest.
Eventually, it gets dark enough that Orlaith is like, we have been out here very long. We should return to the castle. And she sort of sadly gets out of the water. You can kind of see that maybe like the water helps with the injuries a lot, and that she probably comes down here to be alone and in peace and sort of like nurse her wounds. And you guys put a little bit of your armor back on, take some time to do that, and start trekking back. She seems pensive.
Can you define pensive for me?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
She's just deeply thinking.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Can I ask her what's on her mind?
Well, I do not know if the queen will have me come with her to, where did you say you were from? Exactly.
Where are we from again? Hibernia?
No, that's where we are now.
No? That's where we are now?
Yeah.
I am from here. I've lived here my whole life.
Hailhafen, that's the city that you're from.
Hailhafen.
Yeah. It's a big city?
It's a real large city, right? Because this is like
it's poppin'.
like a capital or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a large city. I'd say we're on a little island.
Will be very different.
It is big enough.
Go.
Very different if you were to live there.
There's more people around, more people who maybe not very happy about the king coming back married. It'll be a big job if I go. I'm not even sure what she is thinking.
Well, let's not to jump to any conclusions. We still got some damn it, what's the logistical work, some paperwork before we get to the whole marriage thing. But yes, the city is very different, very welcoming. Right? It's not a great large city. This is like, it is kind of like a capital, right? Like it's more of like just the king and all that stuff, but it's,
I don't know if, I mean,
trade going through.
You've never had a problem per se. Maybe Alaric would maybe not necessarily say it was super welcoming, but it's not super racist or anything. Yeah.
Oh, I meant more of like, I envision it as like when I say capital, like, you know, it's the big. It's where like all the there's like all the ports and there's a lot of business happening. A lot of people coming in and out. I mean, just I'm speaking from personal experience. So yeah, I believe the city would welcome you with open arms. Especially if you were accompanied by maybe a more established figure. Someone like this guy.
At first she thought you were talking about the queen, and she went to go say something, and then she said, "Oh, yes, I imagine we will be working very closely together."
Well, let's say the marriage thing does happen. If you come back with the new queen, who's gonna say anything to you?
We shall see, won't we?
I guess we'll see. You're also a warrior. It's a city full of lower class people taking orders. It'll be fine.
Is a new adventure.
I'll show you around. I'll show you the ropes.
She smiles and
show you the ins and outs.
Seems a little calmer at the idea. You guys slowly make your way back to the castle, and as you arrive, you guys turn your horses into the stables, and Orlaith says, "I must check on the queen. I am assuming that you also wish to check in with the king?"
Yes, I would like to check in with both, actually.
Let's go. She enters in the castle. You see a lot of people sort of meet her eyes, do a small bow, all signs of respect for Orlaith. And she pulls a maid aside and says, "Have you seen the queen?" The maid replies, "Yes, she's in her quarters, and that she's been busy with the king and the elf, as well as Laszlo, all day." She directs you to the top of the tower. And then before we get to that, Alaric.
Hello.
So you have been waist deep in talks basically all day. You guys are really hammering out the finer details to some of this. You have enough standing with the king and the way he runs things that he sort of lets you kind of decide a lot of this stuff, but obviously he wants to weigh in on particulars. So you guys discuss a dowry, as well as Laszlo brings out a large out-of-date map that he claims to have gotten from a strange ship that passed through many years ago, and you have spent some time redrawing the lines of where you know that the political alliances now stand, and you guys sort of carve out the area where you would be lord over. You also point out where your people are, and where opportunities for peace treaties or ongoing conflicts are. You guys discuss who may be opposed or okay with this new alliance when they come back, as well as you guys also discuss things such as the military and how many ships she will be bringing with her. Everything that you ask for, it's like a hand wave for her. And I would imagine that there are several times that you ask for something that you would consider to be over the top or too much, and she is just like, "Yes, of course."
Basically, anytime I have an opportunity to gain really secret information, because anytime an opportunity to gain really secret information seems to match with what we are talking about at that point in time, for example, when we start talking about how we're going to deal with like splitting up our forces and stuff like that. I like ask for just like a general rundown of their entire military capability, and kind of do it nonchalantly as if it's not important. But
right.
Obviously that's that's like, that's like maybe get arrested on 37 counts of something, like levels of confidential.
Yeah, so that was good. No, that was good. The queen sort of briefly glosses over the fact that they have fairly recently returned victorious from conquering the other kings, and that they have taken over their armies, and that she has sort of implemented like a statesman for each of them that are loyal to her and the flame god. She says that she will appoint one of these to look over Hibernia for her, but the bulk of the army, the king really pushes for to come with them due to the fact that you guys are sort of prepping for a war with some of the other clans.
Mm-hmm. I leave most military discussion to the king. I definitely try not to get involved in that, but I do like ask for information occasionally when it comes to negotiations. Aside from that, I do point out where my people are. My people aren't relevant in this. They're isolationist. And they're very far away.
Yeah. She sort of just like looks over. She mentions that some of that she is semi-familiar with like the far coast area, which
like
you guys.
My people. You're saying this is Ireland, and we're like Scandinavian, right?
Yeah, you're like fucked off.
Yeah, we're like Scandinavian. Think of like my people. My people are like Greenland.
Yeah, you guys are way.
Yeah,
and you guys are like nomadic anyway, and you are not like an army people. You are diplomats and whatnot. She looks interested when you start talking about like your family, and mentions again that she would like to maybe have a diplomat come from your people over here to see how they like Hibernia.
Any such discussion, I like inherently delay that. Oh yeah, that's absolutely something that we could definitely look into at a point in time, at some point in the, that's one of those things where they would need to have a messenger come from our land in order to discuss with them, and there's a lot of diplomatic channels. I don't really hold any sway. And it's very much just kind of like, not even like lying. It's all pretty true. But I kind of let them know. I kind of like, I make sure to kind of hammer on the point that like, that getting into any kind of contact with like my people is a monumentous task. It is so incredibly it would be so incredibly complicated to like open up diplomatic channels with my people. Like, I wasn't sent over because there were diplomatic channels open. I was sent over because my people wanted to do something. They were like, we want to ensure our safety, so we're going to do something, and we're not going to ask for like really any kind of active permission or diplomatic channels to be opened. We're just going to do something and hope it works out for us.
She does not mention that she is already in contact with your people, but you know this due to the letter that you found.
I don't recall the letter that I found.
Sorry, Nihlio found a letter that
I believe we shared it, correct?
Yeah, I shared it at the room with you that one time when I came back from it.
And then did we share that with the king?
I think so. We were all in there together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
can you recap the part
absolutely.
that related to my people?
So Nihlio found a letter in Elvish in Laszlo's room, basically asking if they can send a diplomat to learn more about the flame god, sort of indicating to you that they have some sort of insight into she's going to be a player on the board and we need to get ahead of this.
Okay, I do remember that.
Yes.
I don't remember any indication that it was definitely my people. Do I know for sure that it was the Arctic elves, that it was specifically my group?
Yes, I don't think that we assumed or that it would be your people, but wasn't necessarily per se the Arctic elves. It is an Elvish.
You just assume that all elves know each other.
Yeah, you know how. That's definitely what they think. But she poignantly does not mention this. Yeah. She poignantly does not mention this. She sort of breaches treads the water as if this has not occurred at all or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Well then, yeah, I think I just kind of gather information about the it seems can I roll a I guess it would be a perception, a check, a sense motive?
Sense motive, yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll and I'll... Okay.
Not very good. It's just a 9.
Okay. What are you trying to sense?
I'm just trying to sense that it's so I already feel from all the information that's been given, because she's being incredibly forthcoming, that this obviously wasn't originally the plan, but now it's the plan. That a legitimate alliance does appear to be her plan. It might be for the goal of furthering the propagation of flame god worship. But it does seem like the negotiations and the structuring of these negotiations are all being done in good faith. And I'm just looking for confirmation that she's acting in good faith, even though I know for a fact that her entire defense plan was a bad faith thing.
100%. You, the queen is fairly unreadable, right? She's very stone-faced. She has a great poker face. But as you said, she is yesing a lot of this stuff that a lot of people would push back on. The king seems very happy with the I mean, we're talking a massive army. We're doubling, almost tripling his army, giving him a huge advantage on everyone, and it's from out of nowhere. Basically ensuring that they're gonna blow everyone out of the water. Plus, the king is fairly certain he's gonna have a dragon soon, so You don't sense anything besides you don't love that there's some kind of magic hold on the king. However, you also notice that she is affectionate towards him.
Okay. Okay, I think that's really all I need to do in this particular instance. Should I make a diplomacy check for the whole situation, or?
Yeah.
Also not great.
Ow.
That's a 15 total.
Okay.
About as low as I can roll, almost.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, this goes great. There is one point of contention that you don't love, and Laszlo and the Queen really push that, essentially, they don't demand that everyone has to convert to the flame god religion, but they do insist that multiple churches will be placed in the city and that immediate work will be set on churches being built in whatever realm the king occupies.
I will definitely kind of respond with a very much oh yeah, well, infrastructure, it's really hard to get a lot of support for it's funny because everybody wants it. But yeah, it's the type of thing we'll put it in motion. The political process, it takes a little bit of time, but our workers are great for stuff like that. So we actually have a lot of really good wood, I assume. Well, actually, probably not wood, right?
No, you do have wood. It's
No, I mean not wood as in not for the flame god. Flame god probably don't make those out of wood.
No, yeah, yeah, Laszlo's like, oh, we do need a stonemasons.
See, that's gonna set it back months probably, because stonemasons, the one great union, which is great, good for them, right? Fantastic for them. Rough for us. And just kind of like, I just kind of want to, I think that one of Alaric's kind of ideas is that that even though he's the king and he has kind of control of a lot of things, I kind of want to portray things as kind of being like that this isn't going to be as quick and instant gratification as she might think, and see if that like hardcore frustrates her at any point in time. Like the idea that like stuff might take a while.
Whenever you sort of try and be like, oh, it's going to take a long time, she doesn't really seem. She nods she nods and sort of, I see, yes. Well, we do wish the best stonemasons. It will be done. Yeah, and Laszlo sort of like writes with the quill and ink like the designations of where these churches will go. She just wants the yes.
We don't skimp on contractor, Laszlo. We don't skimp on contractor.
As you guys are sort of discussing this, eventually you are joined by Orlaith and Toke by a sharp knock at the door, and the large man who pushed Nihlio down the stairs the other night enters and announces Toke and Orlaith. Your Majesties, and waves you guys in.
I will just because it's something I can do. I will. Alaric will kind of look up at the ceiling for a moment, but he's checking the time with magic.
So you look up and you notice like it's been much longer than you actually thought. You guys maybe lost a little bit of track of time because you actually didn't go down the dining hall for dinner, and you guys sort of had dinner brought up to you, and you guys have just been kind of picking at it for a little bit. It is. Let's see. Okay, it was sunset, and that was probably like an hour and a half ago. It's probably like 8 or 9 o'clock. So getting to be late, but not crazy late. And Orlaith sort of bows to the king and queen. Your Majesties. Toke, you see that Alaric has obviously been in here all day. Like, just absolutely, there's like tons of parchment and whatnot around. And the queen sort of like regards you guys, and you actually see Sknot like crack a smile at Orlaith and genuinely gazes upon her with like real fondness, and she goes, Orlaith, trust you had a restful day. And she glances at Toke and says, you may return to your duties if you wish. Or you may take the evening. Orlaith sort of like steals a glance at Toke for a response.
I was told I can have the time off or return to my duties.
Orlaith was told, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Queen's not, like, actually likes Orlaith, so she's kind of, like, throwing her a bone.
Okay. I'm gonna do, like, a little whisper. I'm like, Ghost Honey. Let's go, Ghost Honey. No, I just nod my head. If I get a little... Like a little, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Yes, my queen.
Well, I gotta check in the king, yeah.
Yeah, the king is also there, and he stands up to greet you, and like claps his hand on your shoulder, and he's like, Toke.
I asked the king what is needed of me. There's any business needs attending to.
Well, you know, I've been up here for hours now. Gosh. I haven't seen my brother in many hours. I also did we ever find anything out about that escaped criminal business?
Nope. My king, we have right, because we don't. Yeah, we're all just.
You are
lying
the king
doesn't
to the
know,
king about
right?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
So lying to the king about that.
We have a secret.
Yeah. We're friends, bonded by trauma.
That's every D&D part.
Yeah. It's like we survive a horrible accident. We all look at each other. Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
No, I just look the king in the eyes and tell him, no, sir, we have no new information, but we are continuing the search.
Very well, Toke. And he sort of like glances at Orlaith and gives you like a wry smile, and he goes, "You are excused for the evening. You may do as you wish."
Okay. Was there any word from Orlaith if what she's doing?
Orlaith thanks the queen and sort of says, I would appreciate the evening off. And Queen Skanat nods and says, "It is yours." And Orlaith bows again, and you guys head back down. What do you do now, Alaric and Toke?
What time is it?
It's like 9 o'clock.
And how much time has gone by? When does the fight outside happen?
Yeah, will they hear me?
I'm gonna say probably like 11 o'clock. So you guys have like a two hours.
Oh, okay. When do we eat? Fucking starving.
The kitchens are open. I'm sure if we make our way to the dining hall, there will be food.
All right. Can I ask Orlaith if she'd like to accompany me to grab some food and possibly a drink?
I'm starving. Let this go. So you guys make your way down to the dining hall. You guys eat and drink with her company. She is greeted with great respect by others. Immediately, a spot on the bench is cleared out for her. You guys are brought over like 2 big pints. And you guys kind of just spend a nice evening, like eating and drinking. You get to know her crew a little bit better. And as it's sort of winding down, Alaric, you're in the tall tower. It's quite late now. It's like 11 o'clock. You take a break outside to check the time with the stars and also just get some air. The queen really keeps her chambers hot as hell, and the egg has just been like roasting in that fire pit all day.
Does the queen ever seem like discomforted by the heat, or is she like,
no,
like this is the right temperature?
There's not even a drop of sweat on her. The king looks a little sweaty.
Those dude eats nothing but like red meat and pork and drinks alcohol.
He's just eating a full.
His circulation
quail,
is probably not
right?
best to begin with.
Yeah, he has gout for sure.
I have a handkerchief. Alaric has a handkerchief that he regularly prestidigitations twice, real quick. One to I guess it's a magical handkerchief. But one to clean it and one to cool it, and then just hands it to the king every once in a while. It's just
amazing. I love that.
Hands it back and I clean it. I just like magically clean it again.
Oh, thank you.
I would like to kind of say, I would like to tell the king, like, hey, by the way, I looked into the escaped convict thing, and I don't know who, but it really just sounds like maybe one of our enlisted men got into a little bit of tomfoolery. It seems relatively harmless. I can't tell what it was or who. I don't actually have very much information because I wasn't able to talk to the person who brought them in. I couldn't find them, but it seems like it's really nothing very interesting whatsoever. Just like something silly somebody was trying to do, you know. Maybe a day's extra work or something tops if we were really wanted to go after them, but it doesn't seem worth it.
Oh, this is very interesting. The Queen's men did report that, well, he tried to kill a guard.
What I've turned up doesn't seem to support that, but, obviously we don't want to cause any trouble or anything like that.
I hope it was not one of our men. That will be very distressing.
Well, I'll tell you there, I can't imagine anybody else would be. But
yes.
But I don't think it was anything serious.
Maybe keep this on the low for right now.
Sure thing, King.
He goes back inside. Now it's really just like in the dining hall, it's pretty cleared out. You guys are just kind of quietly drinking by the fire, quietly chatting. And you guys, Alaric up on the top tower, and even Orlaith and Toke sitting in the dining room, you begin to hear noise and howling. And then you begin to hear shouting of guards. And Orlaith, as soon as she hears the howls, gets a wild look in her eye. And she...
PTSD set it in.
Yeah, she grabs your arm hard. And she looks at you and she goes... The beast is back. It is hunting for me. It is out there. Must go now. And she literally just drops her beer and starts running outside.
Love it.
Alaric, you see below you. You noticed that the guards were waiting, and you see. Brambles that were sort of by the lake go up in flames, and you see a small dark figure sort of running around, and you know in your heart that Nihlio is up to some tomfoolery again.
You just see a man out there ducking and diving, tumbling, throwing knives and shit.
Yeah. But it looks like he is victorious. And as you watch a little bit longer, you see a Orlaith, who you saw in the armor earlier, running towards the commotion. Toke, are you following?
Yes. Did Orlaith run out there? Sorry, Jenny came in right as...
Orlaith be running.
Oh, I'm just following the big woman.
You also drop your beer on the floor and book it outside. And
no, I take it with me. I'm running with it. I'm trying to... Yeah.
That's amazing.
I've been at the beach all day. I'm thirsty.
Alaric, do you watch the scene play out below you, or are you going to alert?
I will cast Bullhorn, and I'll just call down, "Is everything okay out there?" And it makes my voice audible to everybody within 500 feet.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
Is that you?
Toke looks up. You see a pale blonde figure up on the tower who you know to be Alaric. And Nihlio, as you have just sort of placed this man in the river and taken him back out, you hear Alaric call to you.
Oh my god! I almost just died! That was so scary!
I'm never gonna see the Expendables!
I can't hear anything.
I love that scene. Go lay down, Yoko. Go lay down.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, Nihlio.
I'm so sorry. So wait, Alaric calls down, and he says, "Is everything okay out there?" I make a gesture, like, "You, loopy drunk, get down, wolf man."
I mean, Alaric, you know sign language, yeah, so, like, it's bad, but, like, you are great at trades.
Did you do wolf man?
Wolf
Man.
Is there a fast way for me to get down?
It's
you can jump.
Like you. I mean, yeah, you can jump, but you can make your way down the tower, and you can like meet them essentially when they're coming up to the castle.
Yeah,
but you will have to scurry a little.
I'll warp step so I move faster.
What do you tell the king and queen? Are you gonna like alert them right away?
I'll say that I'll say something to the effect of that there's a commotion with some of the guards and enlisted men outside, that I'm going to go look into it. It doesn't seem like something that should worry the royalty.
Get fucking everybody!
Queen's not like sort of like nods and sort of teases King Asborn a little bit, and she goes, "I have never had so many disturbances in as many nights as when you come here. Is every night going to be as exciting?" And King Asbjorn laughs as you sort of are just like, "Okay, cool," and you're like down the stairs.
Alaric kind of as he's leaving the room and goes, "That depends on if we're going into downtime." Yeah, I'll head downstairs. I use my warp step, so I'm moving quick. And I guess nothing else. I don't have anything else I need to use at the moment.
Orlaith sort of meets you guys first, with Toke right behind her, trying to keep up. Look. And Orlaith sees the badly injured man who's like tied up, and she goes, who is this? I heard the creature."
You heard what? The wolf! You heard the wolf! This is the wolf! This man is the wolf!
This is a man, not a wolf.
I get that. The wolf howled and then turned into the man. I think I found your escaped prisoner.
Just so quickly to just, it's not me.
She looks deeply concerned and is like, of course, they thought they were stories. And Toke, as you approach, she sort of turns at you, and she has just the most bewildered look on her eye, and sort of regards to the men, and she goes, we need to get this man to medical care. I do not know. He has been loose for some time.
Before she says anything, when I run up, I stop and I look and I go, "Oh, it's the escaped prisoner." My king, we have found him.
Alaric, you run up after this little.
Oh, it's the escaped prisoner.
Yeah, you run up and that's what you hear.
I'll cast detect magic real quick.
Yes.
This is like this. What is it? They do not believe in what believe in. This is a dangerous place.
Yes, this is great.
Oh my god.
Does he get anything off of detect magic?
Give me one sec. Let me look something. Okay. No. You do not get anything off of the man.
Then if we're gonna try and bring him for medical attention, I will cast Loose Time's Arrow. Assuming we're not like in initiative or anything, and time isn't super of the essence, I can do this real quick. Targets up to 6 creatures. Oh, that's a little interesting. Well, it allows me to give everybody an extra action to move with.
Okay.
So I can target up to 6 creatures. That seems great in combat. Actually, outside of combat, it seems garbage. But regardless, I'll use it just because it makes sense. Yeah, Loose Time's Arrow, and everybody gets an extra action to move with. So essentially, on that first, heading back to the castle, we can move 1 extra time per turn.
Fantastic.
For 1 turn. Until the end of my next turn. So I guess, yeah,
So
I
guess
I get
seconds?
it twice and they get it once.
You guys quickly make your way into the castle. Where do you take him?
Is there not like a triage or something here?
Yeah, there's definitely
Oh wait, didn't.
Yes, Nihlio said take him to
his quarters.
His quarters. But since you guys are all together, you guys don't know that.
Well, I was planning on taking him back up to the room, but do you guys have a better idea? The man literally changed into a wolf. And back.
Should probably take him to where maybe he escaped from. The jail cell.
I think that's a wonderful idea. And then I lean down into
Prisoner
Toke's
back
ear,
into prison.
and I go, I have such a story to tell you.
Orlaith is wildin' out. She is all over Nihlio being like, what do you mean he turned into a wolf? Describe the wolf to me.
Okay, so I was out on the horse, and I was looking for an apple, and then this wolf just came out of nowhere, and he killed the horse.
Oh no. Which horse?
I don't remember his name. He was black.
Oh no, Nightbird. Oh. He was a beautiful stallion. Okay, well, we will make a proper burial for Nightbird.
I feel like that might be a little bit of an issue.
Oh, okay, yes.
I will, at my own time, gather his remains and bring possibly just his head back.
I see. Okay, well, how did you escape? This is, she sort of like regards Toke and this. She goes, this is the creature, supposedly, that attacked me. And it was a huge hulking beast.
Yes, that's the one. He stood up on his hind legs, and I threw a blight bomb at him, and then I used my cloak of dazzling eyes and went, yeah, and then I ran away really quickly.
Yes, okay, running away, I did not try that. Very good, okay. Sometimes running away is okay, I'm just saying. Sometimes you live to fight another day.
That's strange, because I definitely just took down the beast after running away, so technically I fought after running, fleeing, then fight. I call it an FF.
Well, okay, yes, I feel like you more set it on fire than fight it, but it works with the F, yeah.
A victory is a victory. We don't have to bicker.
Best plan goes
You have
into
claw
plan
marks.
FF.
I'm unscathed.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to rub it in my face. Okay, so you guys are taking him to Nihlio's room, or are you guys going to push back on that?
No, I'm okay taking him to Nihlio. Does anyone in our party, like, do we have anybody that has any
You mentioned the jail cell. I think that's actually a good idea.
Oh, yeah. Put him in the jail cell, too.
Yeah, or the jail. I'm fine with
Yeah,
jail
take him to the
too.
jail cell.
Reinforced.
But he does need medical attention. Right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is anybody? Can we? Is there a doctor on the plane?
On the plane.
Yeah.
On the plane.
Yeah,
on the plane
yeah,
in the
I'm
field. Yeah, on the plane.
At this point, as you guys are coming back in, Laszlo and the Queen... Laszlo comes first, and he sort of sees this, like, charred, burnt man. He's like, oh, dear. Well, bring him right in here. And he literally, like, makes you guys go off into the chapel and places him on, like, the large table and begins sort of, like, doing some medicinal things. You guys have finally been like, oh, this is what Laszlo's good for, because mostly he just doesn't shut the fuck up. But he seems to know a little bit of medicine. And in the midst of all of this is when not only does Queen Skanat enter into the room, but Zarina and Einar have returned as well. You hear a lot of noise coming up to the castle.
What happened? I was only gone for... I was gone for a while. Speed up.
Zarina speeds up, and you sort of like, do you return her straight to the stables, or do you like park her right outside?
Can I ascertain what's going on as I approach?
Yeah, I mean, you're hearing a lot of bizarre, like, you're hearing yelling. You also see that there was, like, smoke from a recent fire. It seems like Nihlio's guard is, like, gone from the side of the building that he told you about. So you're like, okay, something's up.
Is the alarm going off? Are people, like, rushing to the walls and looking out into the forest?
Yeah, no alarms are going off, but you do see, as you kind of, like, come up to the castle, you see, like, guards and stuff sort of quickly running around. There is commotion.
I will kind of, hey, to the closest one. Try to motion them over.
Yeah?
What's going on?
I don't know, someone said, like, there was a wolf, then there was, like, a charred man. I don't know. Medical attention. You doctor?
You are no help. Hey, you! Come here.
Next.
You see, a young lass sort of, like, running around, and, she runs up and she goes, oh, hello!
What's going on?
there was a wolf, and now there's a charred man, and Laszlo's gonna fix him.
Look between her and the first guy, kind of shake my head and bark and walk in.
Okay, sure, I can take your horse. As you enter, you hear again like yelling, commotion, footsteps. You step into the chapel, and you sort of like meet eyes with Queen Snot, who notes that you have returned very late, and then immediately looks to the man. And for the first time, I'll give you guys this for free. For the first time, you guys see the queen is shaken deeply. And she runs over and takes the man's like hands in her face, and she goes, Father?
Oh shit.
What?
You say father or pauper?
Father, oh my goodness.
Okay.
More likely than other.
Dude.
Everyone's got weird ass names.
What is and she sort of just like looks around, and Laszlo is sort of like hurriedly like bandaging, and she is like, oh, get these ropes off of him now. And like she takes out like a very small dagger that she keeps within her robes and begins like cutting away at the ropes.
I might advise against that.
He is very ill.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. He also will kill everyone here.
Wait, so your dad's a man wolf? Can we ask the queen? Did you know about this? Was her father the king?
Yes,
Yeah.
Her father was a king, who you guys thought was dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting a little. Oh shit! Our prisoner story's not gonna work.
No, it's not, and I'm already trying to think of ways to get around that.
You're like, oh no, he's attacking! You stab him in the heart.
Quick, look up! It's the
Orlaith,
Jester Ghost!
Toke, you look at Orlaith, and Orlaith is genuinely shocked to hear the queen call the man her father. And Orlaith, in a bizarre like moment, sort of like steps up to the queen, and she goes, "This man is a werewolf. This is the same creature that tried to attack me." And you see Queen Snot sort of like back away from her a little bit, and she goes, He's sick. He was driven to madness. There's something that came over him. Laszlo, will he be okay?" And Laszlo's like busy like applying like salves and stuff to him, and he still really hasn't opened his eyes. He just keeps making like shuddering breaths and stuff. And Laszlo sort of like looks at the queen. And he goes, I do not know. What do you guys all do?
I put my hand on the hilt of my dagger and call out, "Seem to recall, dinner, you saying that the king was dead and mysteriously disappeared while you were away. So why don't we address that first?"
The queen looks around, and it's like all of your guys and stuff, and she sort of regains her composure a little, and she goes, "When I returned from my journey, with being victorious, the king had been overcome by a sickness, and they told me that he was no longer in his right state of mind, and she turns her eyes decidedly away from Orlaith, and it says, it was clear to me that I could not control the beast, and I thought I set Orlaith on him. And she looks over to Orlaith and she says, "I'm sorry. But Orlaith was unsuccessful and he escaped. I know that some villagers has gone missing, but I figured that Orlaith would eventually track him down. It's not his fault."
Yes, it seems like it's yours.
I may have been mistaken. And as she says that, and she puts a hand on the king's chest, he gives like a, and he finally opens his eyes. And when he opens his eyes, there's a moment of, who am I, what's going on, like da-da-da, and his eyes alight on the queen, and immediately turns rageful, and he begins like clawing as if he still was a werewolf at her, and shouting and screaming at her, and he goes, "You are not my daughter! Get out!" And he is literally like attacking the queen. Orlaith jumps to aid her and holds the man back, and he is, even though he is partially charred and very wounded, he is writhing against Orlaith, and you can see like as she said, a madness in his eyes. And the queen looks shocked, but sort of brushes herself off, and she goes, "He believes that I am not his daughter. He does not recognize me. I do not know if it is to do with the beast that lives inside him, but I couldn't condemn him to death right away without trying."
Is Einar with us yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Remember, he just rode up.
has his crossbow out.
Okay, cool.
Everyone's like,
So good.
Up.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say, I lean into Einar and go, "Had a strange feeling since we got here. Have we heard enough from the queen?" And I, kind of pull my dagger out of its little hilt.
Where does she wear this jewel on her neck, like a necklace?
Yes, it's very large. It's like a very large pendant.
How good are you with that crossbow?
Pretty good.
You think you can take it off?
Yeah, it'd be a move.
I mean, we came here to start a war anyway.
This is true. I will
Queen through the neck.
I'm starting to suspect that she's not. I mean, we all kind of knew she's not who she says she is,
Yeah.
but
I will listen to what Nihlio said and then kind of glance towards the other people I recognize in this room and try to size up the room and what they're feeling, and like how many of our guys, how many of her followers.
How many of her followers are in the room?
It's really, I mean, like, it's basically just Laszlo and and he sent a couple people off to get him some medical supplies, but it's really just your guys, to be honest. Alaric, what do you make of this situation?
Well, it seems like this guy's under control now. I was gonna try and help get him under control, but it doesn't seem like that's necessary.
Orlaith kind of has him, and
Yeah.
she is like, Orlaith is going through 8 different emotions right now. Orlaith's having a bad fucking day.
Yep.
So I don't know if my lore is warfare. Do I have any recollection of werewolves from any like past battles or anything like that since I've been alive for like 300 years or whatever?
Yeah, you can make a recall knowledge check.
And then am I rolling the lore?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. It's a 2 + 5 of 7. I've had one too many again.
He's still hungover.
You have heard of werewolves. You've never personally fought one. They're pretty damn rare. There was kind of like a whole thing where essentially at some point in the not so far but not so near past, where they were just like, we got too many mystical magical monsters running around, and there was a big crusade on like, no werewolves, no dragons. Like, people kind of went on a tangent of like stamping a lot of that out. So it's very rare.
Oh, it's like the U.S. government and grizzly bears and wolves.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many, too dangerous, too strong.
But even
okay, so I don't really. I just recalled.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about them.
I pretty much what like a normal person nowadays would know would be like, it's a disease, which is why you did not detect any magic. Yeah, and like that, like they will transform. Some say under the moon. Some say if you're powerful enough that you can do it at will. X, Y, and Z.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead. Noah.
So it's possible that the queen is an imposter. It's possible he was just flipping out.
Also possible that the queen is who she says she was, but also betrayed the king and caused this somehow.
Yeah, that he's just flipping out.
Yeah, because that can pretty much be taken as two ways, right? It's either an imposter or a disowner.
Yeah, exactly. Or that he's out of his mind.
Yeah.
I think, okay, well, like, I guess, can I make an Arcana check? I'm gonna use Ancestral Memories when I do this, just to get a +1 to it with Blood Magic.
Who are you calling forth from the ancestry line?
I'm
a jester.
Forth. I'm very unfortunately calling forth. Sorry.
Do other people see this spirit, or is it just appear to you?
No, it's the memories of them.
Memories. Okay.
It's like the scene in the D&D movie, right?
I was just gonna say with the helmet.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, my bad. You should watch it.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I know. I
It's
need
on.
to.
What the hell,
Dude? It's on like Hulu or something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get on
Watch
that.
party. Okay.
I'm calling Archmage Valeric, who is the progenitor of my bloodline, because it's
with the names like Valaric and Alaric, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I'm named after him.
Oh, but he this is that kind of asshole one, right?
Oh, yeah, well, he was so good at magic that every child he had and every child they had, and so on and so forth, until this day, have been magic inherently. That's how well he was a
That's
wizard.
how motherfucking magic he was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he has a right to be a dick, kind of.
Bro's motherfucking magical.
Yeah, big time. The major buildings in our capital, in our main city, are named after him. Anyway, yeah, I'll bring him out, and I'll just kind of lean back and kind of go, what type of magic is illusion? Could she be disguising herself all day, every day? And I just want to see if I can get a word from him on that topic with my Arcana check.
Roll it up, roll it up.
Well, I got the +1 from Blood Magic, which, like, because I'm already trained in Arcana, he doesn't really, he like, can't really help me all that much. I guess magic's probably changed a lot since his day. So mechanically speaking, I'm calling him up to give me abilities in some skill, but it can't be Arcana because it doesn't help me at all for Arcana. But because of my bloodline blood magic ability, I get a +1 status bonus to skill checks for the round where I do this. And so that's a dirty 20. Still haven't rolled very well all day. This is my best roll all day, and it's a 13.
So, you sort of consult with your great-great-great-great-grandmother, right? How many greats is that?
Oh, I don't. I actually have. Wait, hold on. Like, you know, a couple.
A
like
couple.
more than like several.
More than 4. Yeah.
Greats.
You consult with him a little bit, and the guy, he's like, Alaric, buddy. All right, yeah. So what we got here? Okay, illusion. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she could, but it would be. I mean, you know, I don't say this. I don't say this. She'd be pretty powerful. She'd be like more powerful than me.
It can't be like an artifact like the one around her neck.
Point it out to me. You point out like in the like. I'm just imagining like everyone's like frozen for a second, right? And then you can kind of be like, oh, here's what. He's like, could be that keeps a form and focus for her. Sure. It looks more like a focus to me.
Okay.
Or one of them religious symbols.
Well, I could have talked to your grandniece, I guess, but never mind. And I will wave him away. I will end the spell.
Tell her what's up.
Yeah, I don't think I just kind of, I don't think Alaric has something he can particularly do here, so I think Alaric's just kind of here.
Can I try to gauge whether Einar thinks the queen is knows more than she's letting on in this moment?
Yeah, absolutely. You can sense motive.
Yeah. Is that, what is that? Is it perception?
Yes.
One of my best skills. But he was almost a 3. 27.
Okay.
You have you've never trusted the queen. You guys always suspected that something was up, that she was not who she said she was. She genuinely seems taken aback by the events that have occurred. However, you also note that Orlaith seems very taken aback, and somebody here is lying. Very difficult to gauge if the man is truly mad. You don't know him, but he seems like he has literally not stopped wrestling. And I mean, he is like, his skin is like cracking and burnt, and someone who is this vindicated on their beliefs is either out of their ever-loving mind or knows something. You do not trust the queen, and you think it is very plausible that she is not who she says she is. You don't know how that illusion magic would work per se, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. You're also pretty sauced at the sad dragon in the basement, and you believe that the queen has been hiding things from maybe a couple of people, and that she's been weaving a very large web of lies.
Where is the jewel on her?
It's quite literally like a large pendant, like over her heart.
It's the chess piece.
Yeah.
It's over like a so is it a pendant on like a necklace, or is it embedded in?
Yeah. Yeah, she's not Iron Man.
Lovely. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That'd be
Sorry,
way wilder.
Go ahead.
I'm prepared to do something unless anybody thinks it's a bad idea.
I got an idea.
Yeah. No, because I was gonna look over at Griffin and do like a
Little sleight of hand.
Yeah, little. I mean, I have bestial mutation. I could just turn into a giant beast to grab her, so we could rip it off.
I mean, it's around her neck. I don't know how easy it's gonna be to slip it off.
No, I would just grab her.
No, yeah, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just gonna walk up. I'm literally just gonna walk up, grab the fucking pendant, and just yoink and break the fucking chain.
Laszlo's wearing one too, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Is his the same thing?
It looks very similar.
Okay, so before this, I want to have trying to
Communicate.
Yeah, with you guys, or at least, because who am I near? I know I was standing next to Orlaith, and then she.
Yeah, so Orlaith has
kind of
the wrestling man. The queen is like just off the side of the table, and you guys are sort of all circled up around. The men who Nihlio commands are sort of like bewildered at this whole thing, and it's sort of like a standoff situation where like you're not sure really what's going on. You're not sure who to trust. You guys are all having like these racing thoughts all at once. So, Nihlio, do you go for the necklace before anything else, or are you going to wait until someone else does something?
I do this. I look at Toke, and I go, frickin'. I get that one. You get that one. On 3, grab and pull.
You're going after the queen?
Yeah. You're going after Laszlo. And then, yeah, I lunge, grab it, and yoink.
Yeah, I would like to do the same thing, because I have sudden charge, so, and also I have incredible initiative. So I moved fast.
Righty.
For the record, Einar is bringing up his crossbow as soon as Nihlio moves, and is going to be training it at the queen, waiting for whatever happens there.
Got it. Okay. Everyone go ahead and roll me initiative. So we can see how this plays out.
Which one is initiative again?
Just perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
Perception.
Everything is perception. Huh?
I bet she didn't think it was going to go this way.
I did not think it was going to go this way, to be really honest.
They don't call us the Battle Boys for nothing.
But I'm actually like really living for this, to be honest.
We've known this queen for a full day. One psychotic werewolf shows up and we're like,
no.
Oh no, I was yeah.
The minute I think something changed in us the minute he was like, "You're not my daughter." We're like,
that's good enough for me, dude.
Ended.
Right. I rolled a 21.
Okay.
Can you do something for
14.
me?
18.
22.
Okay.
Oh, so do I also get +2 for incredible initiative?
Yes.
Because you react more quickly than others can. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to initiative rolls. I mean, 16's better than 14.
Yep. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm just reading something.
He's like, I worked 7 hours last night.
Take your time.
The one part of the story I did not play out.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, Nihlio, as you step forward, you see the queen's eyes for just 1 second flicker, and she holds up a hand, and you please make me a will saving throw.
A will saving throw. So just roll will. 28.
Oh my god.
I almost hit a 1, dude. That scared the crap out of me. It literally teetered. It was like 1, 5, 19.
That is crazy.
We're gonna need to check his dice for being weighted.
That's crazy. You feel for just a moment as her hand goes up, strong force in your mind, clawing to get in, and you are, you shut her out like a door slamming, and you leap onto the queen, grabbing her necklace. Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Strength check is. I just click strength.
Yeah.
Yep.
14 total.
You rip the necklace from her neck, and what do you do with it?
I look to Einar and I throw it in the air.
Oh!
Who is next in initiative? Was it Einar?
I mean, technically I was before him technically, but I would have delayed my turn until after he moved anyway.
Well, he had his bow raised to watch to see what we were doing.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it would be me charging
until something happened.
Yeah.
Basically,
it would be me
holding my
charging
turn
Laszlo.
if
Yeah.
need be, but yeah.
Go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
I mean, do I see the gem coming at me?
Yeah.
In the air.
I will try to catch it.
All right, make me.
That's definitely not what I was expecting. Yeah, I'm like, brother.
He wanted you to shoot it.
Make me a reflex save.
No, I know. Well, okay, hold on. Can
Okay.
He puts on. He's like, I'm the queen now.
The air.
Yeah, it's Nihlio is full, like, rip the necklace and then tossed it up into the air. I'm imagining for a trick shot, like.
He does get that. Einar is trying to, in this split second, think back to the collar on what's his name, and try to, best of his ability, ascertain whether he needs this necklace to get rid of the collar, or if it's destroyed, the collar will be destroyed as well.
Okay.
Leap of faith.
Okay. Roll.
That's fair. You haven't told us about the dragon yet.
Arcana?
Sure. Oh my god. Okay, Jesus Christ, 23. It rolled between a 3 and a 17 like 3 different times. Just back and
okay.
forth.
The dice are fucking with me now. They added in something new to Path Builder. Because I got an update to the site. It's like, oh, we added in some things. Like, what,
okay.
Panic?
I must not have got the update, because mine just rolls and it's like, it's going to 20 and then it just goes to 2.
Okay.
There's no teetering. It just looks like it's 1 and then flips.
17 on the Arcana.
17 plus 6.
Oh, so, okay. So 23? Okay.
Yes.
You do not believe that the gem is a key. You think it's probably some sort of
like a link,
like a power source.
Okay. So it's different. I don't believe they're connected at all.
She's using the gem to shoot fire.
She's
draining the dragon.
You definitely think that they're connected somehow, but not that they are. You destroy this, and then the others will be destroyed or anything like that.
Okay.
Just that they, for some reason, the 3 people who you have seen wearing these gems, is the Queen, Laszlo, who seems to be inherently loyal to the Queen, and the dragon, who is docile.
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Well,
you're in a tough
he's
spot.
really unsure about that, but he's going to
turn your horse around and run with the gem. Just shake it, dip.
I mean, no.
He's like, I'll explain later.
It's important in this moment that she does not have that power, so he will kind of hesitate and then. If he can, do I get my full turn here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I will hunt prey. I guess I can't really target the gem. It's fine.
I think it's a creature, right?
Yeah, it's a creature. Yeah, so I won't do that. Yeah, it's fine. I will
the whole queen up in the
use 2 actions for hunter's aim, so I get a +2 to attack.
Okay.
And then just line it up and try to hit it in such a way that hopefully it is destroyed.
Okay. Do it up.
It is a 15 plus 9 is 24 plus 2 is 26 to hit.
One of these days I'll roll over a 20.
It'll come.
This is by far one of the more coordinated and insane moves that you guys have seen. In an absolute instance, you see Nihlio jump on the queen, Laszlo and Orlaith yell. Nihlio rips a necklace off of her, tosses it in the air. Einar, completely in sync with what's happening, takes a crack shot off. He is perfectly aimed, and it hits the gem and shatters to the floor. For a moment, there is stunned silence. And then you feel a rumble. And you hear the queen begin to growl and grow large. And she begins to encompass the entire room, and she goes, "You have crossed me for the last time." All of your men are running. She is as she begins to grow, you see her long red hair become golden, and her nails extend into claws. Her robes tear, revealing golden scales all the way down as she begins to sprout a tail and long claws. And quite literally begins to encompass the entirety of this room. Orlaith has released the man, which he has kind of fallen to the floor. He is still very injured. Laszlo runs away like a coward.
Did I get his necklace?
Yeah, wait, because Britt tried to grab his.
We charged at the same time, remember?
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Britt.
Is he a dragon?
Britt, go ahead and make a
It's like a fletchling.
Make a reflex throw.
23.
Oh.
You literally like hup and like jump onto a pew like Super Mario style, and you like jump onto the table and you fucking tackle Laszlo to the ground and you rip his necklace off. What do you do?
Eat
Let's see. So is that one action to? What am I at so far? Can I snatch it and take out my clan dagger and stab it? Like,
yes. Go ahead and make an attack.
try to
roll.
break it. Or wait, hold on. Should I use the dagger or should I? I think my clan dagger is actually a little bit stronger. Okay, so what am I rolling?
Attack.
How do I do that again?
There should be a number next to the
on
dagger.
the weapon.
Noah, do
it
you
says-
just like throw your meat on it? You're just-
Yeah, it's actually you just hit roll.
I don't have any
and then
meat
to
with me.
input weapon, and then have
Corked.
It's
brings
corked.
it
Oh,
to
like
rolling screen.
click on the dice and then it's
It'd be
so
the-
for damage
well,
it's a 1d4 plus 3.
okay, but you rolled a hit first. You rolled the plus.
I'm trying to
whatever.
click on the hit and it's not.
Oh no, there's.
Roll right
up
there.
and
Got it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and I'm just rolling damage at first, right? The plus 8.
No, to hit. That is the plus 8 is
Plus
to
8
hit.
is to hit. Yeah.
That's an attack roll.
So do that one.
Yes.
Okay. All right, just make sure, because then it diminishes each time, right?
Correct.
18.
Oh right. Yeah. Did he
18?
attack? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I haven't used. We rested.
No, that doesn't matter. I was
Okay.
simply asking you, like, if you attacked like did that consider itself an attack?
He didn't like
Grappling.
damage him. I think he just grappled him.
Sounds good.
But
Yeah.
Laszlo is a puss. He's not. He is no match for a level 3 fighter. You stab the dagger, and your dagger sort of like ding off of it. And 18 does not affect it.
Okay. All right.
Laszlo's like wigging out, by the way. He is yelling at the absolute top of his lungs. Orlaith is like frozen. She doesn't know what to do. There is now a basically the queen is transforming into a very large gold dragon. Alaric.
Yeah. Got that.
Alaric, what are you doing? She's
Hard to
like,
miss.
she's blown out like the wall, essentially.
So, but I have possession of the necklace, all right? I succeeded in snatching
Yes,
it
you
off his
have the
neck.
necklace.
He's like
Correct.
freaking out. Okay.
He's freaking out.
Okay, so
That's 2 actions.
well, it's my turn now, right?
Correct. Yes.
So I wanted. She needs to make a will save. I'm casting hideous laughter.
If that'd be funny.
That.
What does that
oh
do?
gosh.
Just makes him ugly
Makes
laugh?
him, ugly laugh. All right. What's the DC for the will save?
You want to know right now, or you want to wait until you roll?
Okay. Well, damn.
No.
we have D up against the wall this game. That guy said you need to make it harder for your team, and you're like, "We'll do."
I was like, absolutely. Just kidding.
I
I'll let
took
you
that to
know,
heart.
I would just love the surprise of being able to say that's a critical failure.
Mhm.
Oh, this is not good.
What we like to hear.
Yeah. Let me look at the total real quick.
Yeah, she probably has an insane bonus.
Dirty 20.
That's a success, but not a critical success.
Okay.
The
We
target
take those.
is plagued with uncontrollable laughter,
Okay.
and it can use reactions.
Okay. You guys see
Okay.
This is oddly terrifying at the same time.
The dragon is and it is it's like horrifying. You guys are like, oh no, I didn't like any of that. A large gold dragon laughing at you is not something I would want to watch. Alaric, you notice that King Asbjorn is not here.
That is fine by me.
Okay.
I use my remaining action to take cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I use my remaining action to take cover.
Okay. You duck
no
behind one of the
reaction.
pews.
We're in the prison, right?
You're in the,
No, we're in the
chapel
chapel.
area.
Oh, we moved out of the. Okay.
Yeah. Because Laszlo intercepted and was like, "Oh, I know where to take him."
Oh, okay. I that was when I stepped away, I think.
Oh.
Big fuck off dragon. Okay.
I have looked at the map. Should I not?
It's just like dragon. Essentially, she has like it was very cinematic that she like blew out the wall with the stained glass windows that showed a golden dragon. Even she is laughing, and it can be heard throughout the castle. It echoes off of the interior. And she is next.
She's in
She
between
rolled-
me and Toke.
One more time?
She's after me,
No.
but before Toke.
Toke
No,
went
she
before
rolled the
you.
highest, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she rolled like a 26 for initiative.
Oh, so did
Okay.
Toke take their entire turn?
You did a movement, you had made an attack, and you like unsheathed your dagger, which is technically an action.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say Orlaith is too stunned to do anything. She doesn't know what to do.
It works for me.
Yeah. So you see the dragon. Let me make sure. So she begins to, as she is laughing, you see within her mouth like a flame start to build, and a huge wall of fire is produced by her. And she does not give one shit who she hits. And all of you, 5 foot thick wall of flame in a straight line, 60 feet up and 10 feet high. 5 foot thick, 10 foot radius. Ring of fire with the same height. Oh, ring of flame. I like that.
I don't.
Okay, great. A ring of fire appears around you guys. Let's see if she can get all of you.
I left the fire extinguisher on the boat.
Yeah, I forgot to buy that. That was in the options.
Okay, 5 foot thick, 10 foot radius wall of okay, so I think she can only get 2 of you, but that's fine. My gosh, I need like damage things on these. Okay, so fire. fire.
What?
Sorry, Toke is on. Okay, hold on. Orlaith was like here, holding the guy who's no longer here.
Arrived last, so I would have liked to kind of stay by the door, but
Yes,
it's entirely
absolutely.
up to you.
I agree with that. And then you were kind of like here, and then Toke was like here, dealing with Laszlo, who is.
See anything on those?
You don't. If you refresh, it should pop up.
Oh, okay. Nope, still just black squares.
Weird.
I'll close it entirely and reload.
So instantly, a ring of fire appears around Nihlio and Toke, the two offenders who took the amulets, and the dragon continues to laugh. You guys are not. I don't think it immediately burns you.
At the start of their turn.
Oh, at the start of its turn, take 4d6 fire damage. Cool.
Oh, when she grew, did she push us back at all or no?
No, she blew out this whole wall.
Okay.
Yikes.
Lovely.
Lovely. Nihlio, your turn. So please take 4d6 fire damage. Amazing. I'm gonna have to get some dice for this.
How do I take damage? Oh, hero points? No, that's hero.
It's HP.
I know, I'm looking for it on the thing here.
You just tap HP, and then you can put in damage. You click on the HP bar.
And I'm looking for it on my thing here. I have my screen's vertical, so it's just hard to find some things.
Oh,
gotcha.
Gotcha.
There we go. There it is.
This.
HP damage.
Okay, let me roll this 4d6 of fire damage.
I'm just playing with
I'm
it.
gonna die.
Heal back to full.
This is what you guys came for, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I fully
It's a
expected
one-shot.
all of us to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, ooh, it's not very good for you, Nihlio. 12, 14, 17 points of damage before you do anything.
That's good.
All right, what do you do?
How many actions do you have in these things?
Three.
You have 3.
3? Cool. I leap. Right? That's one of my things? Yeah. Sorry, I gotta go to my actions here. There's so many of these things, I gotta see what to do. No, not leap. I high jump.
Okay.
So that I can...
How high can you
I
jump?
got an attempt at DC 30 athletics check to increase the height of your jump.
If you didn't stride at least 10 feet, you automatically fail your check, just so you know.
Okay, I didn't understand that. Damn. Alright, never mind. What do I... Oh, there's...
The flames are 10 feet high, by the way.
The what?
The flames are 10 feet high.
Oh, so I can't even get near her.
No, and you also, it also blocks your vision. That's what the wall of fire does.
Okay.
She's pretty big. You probably just hit her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's pretty big. You could probably see just her, and it's just like, very fucking scary right now.
I mean, that's good though. If we can't see her, at least the laugh kind of gives us a kind of like a
right. Just Tasha's laughing. That is such a funny element to this.
Yeah, it's also a lot more creepy.
Way creepier.
But no reactions.
But no reactions, which may
That's
save your
important.
ass. I don't know.
Right
Yeah,
now
I
she's
guess
evil laughing.
she'll
Later
pop,
on she'll
yeah.
be nervous laughing. You just wait and see.
Yeah,
I would like to... let's see. Yeah, I have combat climber. Can I mount? No, I will climb the nearest wall, like kind of like run and climb it, and hold myself there. I don't know if that's multiple actions or just one action, so I'm going to leave that up to you to let me know.
So, you want to run through 5 feet of fire?
No, I said I'm going to climb the walls, a wall next to me, something that gets me height.
You are not next to a wall.
Oh.
There are flames in between you and a wall, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused. I'm tucked in by fire?
It's a wall of, it's like a ring of fire, yeah.
But I'm inside of the ring, not on the outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes things a little bit easier. Okay. Well, then, yeah.
Does it?
I guess I Well, no, because well, it does. I now know I'm dead, so I just needed to, at least know that I'm dead, and not that there was a way out of this.
Let me use my bestial mutation to turn you into a human dagger, and I'll throw you.
Yeah.
You
Dabber in
can
the
run
neck.
out of the fire, right? Can't you?
Yeah, you can run. You'll just take more damage.
I'm pretty sure if he runs out, he's dead.
You said it's 10 feet tall?
It's 10 feet tall and it's 5 foot thick. If you run out, it'll take 2 moves, so that's 2 of your actions, and you're gonna take another 4d6 of damage.
But then you'd be out.
But then you would be out, yeah.
Well, that's a lot of damage, though. So, if you stay in, you're gonna take 46 damage next turn, and if you leave, you're gonna take 46 damage now. Is that the case?
Basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. I mean, is there a, if they're inside it at all, they take damage, or if they're just, in the ring, but if they're in the center of the ring?
No,
Jesus,
it says
okay.
in the ring.
Yeah, okay.
Any creature that crosses the wall or is occupying the wall's area at the start of its turn takes 4d6. 4d6.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the wall is not, all the way through, right? There's a space in the middle where you're not in the wall space, right?
Correct.
I think we took damage because it kind of expelled from her and then stopped.
Yeah, passed
So
through
it hit us.
So
So
what
passed
you're
through
saying
us.
if he stays there, then he's not going to take damage then, because he's not in the wall still, right?
It says is occupying the wall's area. So I'm interpreting that.
So that would just be
as
the wall,
within,
the 5 feet of the wall, right?
Right? Well,
Yeah, I don't
okay.
think that's.
We're
It is
coming
kind of weird because it does sound like it means inside
Yeah.
the physical wall, since the wall isn't just a single
line.
flame going up. It's the 5
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
How tall is the dragon?
Oh,
Fuck off.
fuck off large.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Big. Large.
And how far away is it from me? Does it really matter? I mean, is the point of this part just to die? Are we really just here to do it?
No. I mean,
It's up to you.
you could definitely live.
Okay.
Honestly, it's she's probably 10, maybe 15 feet from you.
So she's big. She's heavy. She's destroyed most of the surrounding areas she has touched. Is the ground beneath her damaged at all? Because those caverns were below the castle, weren't they? Is there any fracture in the ground that we can see where possibly if we did something, maybe an explosive or something, we could make a hole underneath? I don't remember where the tunnels were led, but I thought they were underneath.
I mean, I don't know if you know that, though. I think it was...
No, that's what I'm saying. Is there anything that has been damaged on the floor where we can see an opening underneath instead of trying to go over the flames?
The tiles are definitely ripped open in parts, and so is the ground outside, where her claws are. You would know as a dwarf that even if there was a tunnel underneath, building a whole castle on top of it, it still would need several feet of dirt and earth between that and a tunnel in order to sustain the castle.
All right, we're trying here. We're getting somewhere.
That was a good question though.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, good.
Is the firewall a full circle or just a half circle?
Full circle.
Full circle.
So it's behind her as well. Okay, well.
Yeah, is she in the ring, or is she outside the ring and created? Where is she in relation to the ring of fire?
Yeah.
She's just outside of it, essentially.
She's
Oh,
outside of
so it's just us inside of a ring of fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is all shit that I didn't know because I was gonna try and run
Yeah, I
up
thought she was
her
in
and
the ring of
jump
fire
off of
with
her
us.
to get to the outside of the fire.
Do you have anything that is any solvent or anything in your bag that's heat resistant that you can lather on yourself and get the fuck out?
I have my water skin, but that's it.
No, but that's just an airbag, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just water.
Yeah, it's just water,
Ah, we're good.
and it's filled with it.
Will be steamed instead of cooked.
Let's.
Healthy.
And the grappling hook is gone.
I have a grappling hook.
Yeah.
Shit. Normally I feel like I have something ready for if something was gonna happen, and this caught me off guard.
Or maybe something to throw on the floor in a certain part of the ring of fire that happens to be 5 feet wide.
I mean, it depends on how hot the fire is, because if it instantly incinerated.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like the depths of hell.
Because I have a bedroll. I could literally just like wrap myself in the bedroll and run through, and that would maybe take away some of it, right?
You can certainly try.
Could be.
If anyone on the outside of the wall would like to do anything.
Yeah, I can't really.
It's still
Yeah, that
Nihlio's
bedroll,
turn,
I'm pretty
right?
sure.
I mean, you guys can hold your turns.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my turn for a moment.
You're not gonna like what's coming.
Einar! Oh no.
Einar's dipping.
Amazing! Einar!
Not,
You fucking run!
I mean, I can probably assume the general layout of the castle, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know the castle well enough now. Like, you've been here for a day or so. You've been walking around all this.
As fast as
rock
I
on
can, I would like to sprint towards where I think the king is.
Very conveniently, she cannot take reactions at this moment. So you're very lucky. You sprint out of the room. The king is missing. So basically, you have two ideas where he would be. And that would either be... Yep, you got it.
Yeah. I walked in at the last moment, right? I didn't really see where the queen came from.
You guys came in, like, basically at the same moment, almost.
And the king didn't come. I can assume that this is... Yeah, I mean, this is pretty close to where the king's room is, right?
Mm-hmm, pretty close.
I'm gonna assume he would have come out already with all the commotion then. I'm gonna head for where I think the queen's room is then.
You make a huge, like, arc, essentially. You run through the main area. You run past the guard, the barracks, and you run up to where the stairs are.
As I'm passing the barracks, just call in, "We're being attacked!" and then just keep running.
Okay. And you run up the stairs. The stairs are thankfully still intact, and you begin running up them.
Sounds good.
All right. Oh.
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on, it's my turn.
Oh yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, please go.
What's the
Don't
what's the distance in this area? Is these all 5 feet?
The Ring of Fire?
Yeah,
No,
the
5 feet.
yeah, the spaces are like a little hard to see. I know. So you're like,
are they all 5 feet?
Yes, they're supposed to be all 5 feet. Yeah.
Okay. So you used all three. So you used all three of yours. I'm trying to get a sense for distance because you used all three of yours to get all the way down over there.
Yeah, how much can you move, Einar?
My speed is 25.
Okay.
Um,
So you would move 75
but I was
feet.
Yes, I believe so. I don't think
like,
there's a protection. Yeah.
I feel like you're just gonna get in the hallway, and you can see that the stairs are not fucked up.
Okay, sounds good. That's good. Oh, because I had to go all the way around. Do I know the layout well enough? Well, I would have had to go.
Well, yeah. You can skirt across, if you. I suppose would you know if that she doesn't have a reaction? So you can either risk it or not.
If I see that she entrapped my two companions, I'm gonna assume right now she's occupied. And so even if she takes a swipe at me, I think speed is the key here. So I would risk it.
Okay. So I'll say that you get basically up to the stairs.
Okay. Going past her and the ring through the hole in the wall, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was measuring for myself. Okay.
I like how Einar dipped.
Yeah.
I would like to. This is rough. That's just until the end of your next turn. I'm going to I'm gonna sustain hideous laughter, stay behind these pews, but pop out just long enough to use electric arc.
Okay.
No, that's fine. I guess I roll. How does this work? Oh, it's a reflex throw or save.
Okay.
It's a basic reflex save. I don't know exactly how that works. If I have a spell that has a saving throw and its other saving throw, it says basic reflex. My arcane DC is 19. So presumably it would be 19. Then she'd have to beat 19 on a reflex save. But what does it mean by basic reflex? What does a success mean? Versus a critical success and stuff.
So what's your spell DC?
19.
So a critical would be 29.
What? No, critical would be 24. But what does it mean? Like, what's the difference between a critical success and a success?
Got it.
Good question.
Let's see.
I have a different.
I'm gonna do attack.
It's under spellcasting somewhere.
Your attack deals double damage.
Yeah, on a critical failure.
Yes, if she critically fails.
So a critical failure, my attack deals double damage. On a normal failure, my attack deals normal damage. On a success, half damage?
Yes. And a critical success, I guess, no damage.
Sure.
Okay. Is that right?
We're gonna say so.
Okay. I'll do it. Yeah, that sounds fine. I'll pop up and do that.
All right. You're just like lightning.
That's correct. Everything you said.
Okay, cool. So I guess I don't get to roll, which is a bummer. I thought I'd get to roll when I did electric arc, but she gets to roll.
Okay. Roll this big dice. 18.
18's a fail.
Hey, let's go.
That does 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Let's go.
Can I get a sense if 9 meant anything whatsoever?
Sure. Roll a perception check.
No.
Yeah, it didn't.
I rolled an 11.
She's still laughing.
Well, I know she's still laughing. I sustained the spell.
Does she have to make a new save if you sustain it, or how does that
I think
work?
it just stays up. I think that's how it works. I wish
It
she
doesn't
had
do
to
it.
stay safe.
There's no kind of damage from that, right? Like if you just keep sustaining that, me and Griffin just chill inside the fire, and she'll like just eventually laugh herself to death.
No, I
No,
don't.
she's not taking any damage.
Yeah, she doesn't take any damage.
She can still use actions because she succeeded but didn't critically succeed. I think is what it. how it
Yeah,
works.
and even if she did fail, she would only lose 1 action a turn.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, good to know. Which could be useful. I mean, hypothetically, that Rain of Fire was a 3-action feature, right? So.
I guess that's a good point. Yeah. But anyway, that's why I can't move or anything. I used 1 action to sustain and 2 actions to electric arc.
Okay.
Well, no water abilities, no ice.
Nope.
It's getting a little hot over here.
No, when we're Arctic elves, which
Yeah.
actually means that we learned fire magic.
Make sense.
It seems
can't
counterintuitive.
tell the fire
I don't know any
to-
ice magic.
Disperse.
I
Like
don't
a
know any
firebender,
ice water.
just
I
move it.
can get you to breathe underwater.
That's very helpful in this scenario.
That's useful here.
How do I tell if how do I tell if I have a corresponding movement type?
You don't. I'm assuming you don't have a burrowing speed or a flying speed, and that's what it's.
Yeah, that's what it's referring to. So I
With
can't
neither
burrow out of here.
those, yeah.
Wait, I have a fly speed. Can I fly?
How do you have a flying?
How do you have a flying speed?
I don't know,
Where
but
are
I
you
have
seeing
something.
that?
How,
Where are
It's
you
all my
seeing that?
actions.
oh no, no. I mean, it's on my list too, but I can't take the fly action. It requires you have a fly speed.
I think these are all just the possible actions you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says it
Is there a way to see
fire
things that I
magic
can
plus
do?
1 fly speed.
I think you can filter it, yeah.
Oh, burrow is like an actual move you have to
It is
take.
an action, but you have to have a
Yeah.
burrow speed. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I'm gonna call for just a 5-minute break, for us to like read over some stuff. Also, I desperately need to go to the bathroom, and it's so hot in here I have to turn on the AC. So I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah,
Alright.
take your headphones off, leave everything, turn off your computer, let us talk.
I'll be right back. Dude, 1 second.
Guys, what the fuck?
I mean, we can't take this thing. Are you kidding?
No, I'm just trying to get out of a ring of fire.
I was considering, and will probably on my next turn, if things inevitably
alive.
start to look worse, I was gonna just cast Loose Time's Arrow and give everybody an extra movement.
I think
no.
there's no way to get out of this. You just have to run through it, man. Like you just have to take.
Well, that's
damage.
why I'm looking at like, well, I have.
Well, that was why I was kind of finding. That's why I was so surprised that it was like, okay, if you stay in it, you die, and if you leave it, you die. Like, because that's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Alaric's looking at right here. Is if I took 46 damage twice, I
Yeah.
have 0 chance.
What's
Yeah.
your HP?
27.
How's your HP higher than mine?
Is it higher than yours?
What is it higher than
Yeah, mine's
yours?
only
What?
21.
What? That can't be
What's your
true.
con?
Mine seems absurdly low.
What's your
You're
con?
a level 3 fighter. How is yours that low? What?
Well, my thing says fighter 1. I think that just means that's my one character. That's a fighter.
Oh no, that means you're a level 1
That means
fighter.
you're level 1.
But I
Yeah.
have the skills in level 3, like all the way up to level 3.
Are you sure?
You might.
Yeah,
be
I have-
able to
like,
plan
I-
up level 3.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
There we go. Hold on.
Is it
Gotta
is it
switch
on the
Okay.
left
I
or
switched
is
it.
it okay? Yeah.
I didn't know I had to actually like manually change it to level 3.
Yeah.
Griffin,
so what's
is your
HP
character-
now?
Is your
Huh?
43?
Good.
Yeah.
Did you change your? What does your level say at the top?
3.
So you had to change it? Okay.
Yeah, D had me do it a while ago.
See, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah,
and I was
less is
freaking out because
just-
I was still level 1, and that changed a bunch of my.
Gotcha. Well, it might have added. I don't know what you get at level 2 and level 3, but it might give you more actions now that'll show up.
Yeah, now you have a burrow speed. I'm kidding.
We're only taking a 5-minute shit. My girlfriend and I were gonna go to the store tonight, and I am.
Yeah, because we're gonna try to end this because I gotta actually get off soon.
Yeah, I imagine it's not going to last much longer. I mean, originally I would have already had to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Originally, based on the.
Yeah, I thought we were stopping at 5.
Plan, I would have had to.
Are
leave
we?
at 5.
So we're probably gonna have a final session after this then.
Yeah, it seems
Probably
like
the
it.
last one because
Okay. Yeah.
I mean I'm also down to continue the battle on the net, like because this is pretty much I think the end.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to maybe take the end tonight so we can think about what our next move would be and have this just be like the start of the next session?
Well, I think.
Thoughts? Or are we gonna end it right now?
I think D probably wants to run a little bit more before we end it. But
Okay.
it probably won't be much more than like 10 minutes or so. I don't think.
Yeah.
10, 15.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're like the events are basically like we will be wrapping up this arc
Yeah.
depending
Okay.
on what
Yeah.
happens. Yeah.
I think that's what we're saying. Like, definitely no more than one session, but like, are we gonna try to wrap it up now in the next 20 minutes, or are we gonna push and next session?
Yeah, because a few of us have to attend to some things here shortly.
We've been going for 4 hours already. That's crazy.
I know it's been like 3 hours. I do not think that it's going to take us longer than I think it would be at the absolute most an hour.
Well, it seems like we're probably going to need to do another session then.
Okay.
Because I don't think everybody has another hour.
Yeah, I definitely do not.
Okay, that's totally fine. We can.
But like, I can do another quick session like this week if it's gonna be like at least another hour. Like, we could do something like
I
tomorrow.
can do
or
it
the
during
next
the
day.
week.
Yeah.
Friday, I am leaving. I'll be in Arizona, Griffin.
Oh,
Going to my dad's house.
nice. Well, we'll talk. You'll text me when we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's play like the next round or something, I guess.
Yeah. Let's
all right,
just
so I
finish
guess
this-
I
this
should
round.
roll to see the amount of damage I'm taking.
Okay.
Yes.
Babe, like 15 minutes and we'll go together, okay? You cool with
Sorry.
that?
Alright, do you tell me what's the damage?
All right.
Get it over with.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 8, 9, 10, 15 damage for Toke.
Okay. Good thing I realized that I was not level 3.
Or not level 1.
Or yeah, so. Sorry, you said 15?
Yep.
Okay. Wait, oops, no, did that wrong. Okay. And are we like burned or something?
I mean, it's getting hot
Or
in
is
here.
this just like
Like-
it's definitely getting hot. Okay, so what's above us?
Roof? Well, half a roof?
I know, but there's I mean, this is where like it's like chandeliers, banisters. There's
Yeah,
got to be
There's like
um
an ornate candelabra chandelier thing. Yeah.
any way I can throw a grappling hook through one of them.
Sure. What's the... Does it say acrobatics or strength, right? I believe it's strength.
It says you can throw a grappling hook with a rope tied to it to make a climb easier. To anchor a grappling hook, make an attack roll with the secret trait against a DC depending on the target, typically at least DC 20.
Right. Make a...
On a success, your hook has a firm hold, but on a critical fail, it looks... Okay.
Alright. Roll for attack. I think you just roll a straight D20.
Yeah, and just add, I guess, strength, right? Because it's a throwing weapon.
Yeah.
Wait, so what am I doing?
You're gonna roll a D20 and then add your strength modifier.
What's my strength?
I'm laughing so hard on the inside, just imagining like the giant gold dragon just like ho 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 the whole time. That's my favorite.
Okay, so like when I click on, is it just the +3, or when I click on strength it says total 16 modifier +3? I'm just adding the +3?
Correct.
Correct.
When you did the fire damage to us, did we not need to roll like a reflex or anything?
No, it's just automatic.
Okay.
Since you're in the fire.
Yeah, Pathfinder loves just you take damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even with incredible initiative, I could have seen it coming. I'm faster.
Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah, but I have deny advantage. Like I do not leave myself open to any flanking, surprise attacks, or anything.
That's not what this is, though.
Ah,
Yeah,
bummer.
that'll help if it starts trying to some other attacks on you, but I don't know.
We're fucked.
Yeah,
That
seems
helps. Like if another rogue was trying to like sneak attack you, that would help.
good. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, it's 11. This is fucking. Why don't I?
You like you like look up, you're like blinking back through sweat, and you're like, and it goes like, and like just and doesn't get on to anything. You hear.
And how much?
Go ahead.
No, sorry. You can keep. I
was gonna say you hear Orlaith yelling.
Laughing.
Yelling for the queen, and she is like, Orlaith is really going through it right now. She does not know what to do.
Okay. And how much damage do we take for running through the fire?
Another 4d6. You're a fighter, so your hit points might be fairly beefy.
It's an average of 14.
God damn.
In fact, did you roll 21 against?
No, I got 19 on.
No.
Yeah.
Not on me. You got. I had 32, and whatever you got from that. So, 17 is what you rolled.
Oh, okay. That's not.
Yeah.
No.
Yikes, guys.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah. I don't really have a
Big
thing
fuck
here.
off gold dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that's been winning her battles for her. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yes, Orlaith has now put that together. She's like, oh fuck, this is how she was able to light up the whole battlefield. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense actually.
You mean the one that's in the fucking stained glass windows
Yeah.
and on the tombs and the statues? Yeah, man.
Dude, ask Orlaith to just throw you over the fire.
Orlaith's not gonna come through the fucking flames for
Yeah, she's
you.
on
I
the
mean, she
outside.
likes you, dude. Like, but I don't know about all that.
She kind of has other things to think about.
Yeah.
And she's not in the flames, Orlaith and the
No.
and the dad.
No, I think Papa is like on the floor, like not doing super hot. Orlaith is not in the flames.
Do you want to put like a circle down for us?
I have the.
I was
have
trying
the,
to do that. I don't know how.
Yeah, I have the rings around them, but I don't know if you guys can see that. I think you can.
Oh,
right?
I can see the red circle.
I do. I can. Oh, now I see the red circle. Oh, I didn't mean
it's
it.
gone.
Whoops.
But I know what you're saying, though. Like an area of effect, but it unfortunately Owlbear Radio doesn't have
Like
something
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you do
Oh,
that?
thank you.
You go to drawing tool, and then you click circle, and then it auto
Why
makes
did that wasn't coming up early. Oh no, I was on the select tool. That's why. Yeah. Okay. So like, oh no, I don't like that.
The floating orb.
I guess it should be red, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Whose orb is that?
I think it might be Noah, but
Yeah, I'm fucking around.
no, it's fucking around.
Okay. Oops. Sorry, did not. I was trying to move the map and I clicked that. To use a potion.
Yep.
Does that count as like one action?
That's an action.
So can I use a potion to heal up and then dip the fuck out of this fire?
Yes, you can.
I don't like the way you said that.
I had to think about it. Yes, you can.
Certainly try.
That's what it sounded like. Like, go ahead, I dare you.
Try it, bitch.
That's, instead of you can certainly try. It should just be try it, bitch. Yeah. It's more in line with how I talk anyway.
Yeah.
So it goes. So lesser is weaker, and then minor slightly stronger.
Right.
Yeah, I have a lesser.
Well, because I have two lesser and then one minor.
Got it. If you click the item, it'll tell you how many hit points it restores.
Yeah, it says the potion restores 2d8 plus 5, and then the minor says 1d8.
So roll 1d8.
Oh, okay. The lesser is better. Okay.
So the
Well, it depends on
lesser
what
is
potion
better, right?
Lesser is better, yeah.
Okay. And what's the max damage I can take from running through the fire?
No, what's 4 times 6 is fucking 32?
32?
Right? Yeah.
Or, yeah.
24, my bad.
You're right. I don't know how I got.
Me and Nick went to college.
Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Das.
Okay.
4 times 8 is 32.
Yeah, then I guess so. I can use the healing potion lesser and then run out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So I rolled
Each use of your
2d8.
speed-
Is that? Huh?
Sorry.
Each use of your speed is one action.
Yep.
Each what?
Each use of your speed is one action.
Oh, well, my speed is 20 feet. This is only 5 feet, so I could. Right.
Yeah.
That means I can. I can get 15 feet away from these flames.
Yeah,
He's saying like if you use a potion, that'll be one less action that you can use on movement.
Well, I just want to heal so I don't die, so I can get out of the
Okay.
flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
And then it'll come back to me. Yeah. I just want to make sure I don't die.
Yeah.
Try to
Okay,
escape
so
the
I
flame,
rolled
that'd be
2.
shit.
Makes
Yeah, that'd be the fucking worst way, dude. I fail breaking the amulet. I fail attacking a deer.
You still have the
I fail
amulet.
running. Right.
Yeah, you just still have the amulet.
Wait.
Britton, you have the
Can I
amulet.
put it on?
Put it on.
Can I put it on? I'm gonna put it on. I'm putting it on.
Oh no. Okay.
He turns into a dragon.
Wait.
The
I don't have
tides
the
have
check magic
changed.
or anything.
This is the
Shit.
best thing that could have happened.
Man, fuck it. I'm gonna die anyway. I'm putting it on.
Okay.
He just bursts into flames.
I need you to roll a will save.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I love new players.
Well, I don't think
I don't know what's gonna do.
I don't think it's completely unreasonable to think it
Yeah,
might
it's
be
not
higher
unreasonable.
resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I said
23.
will save, right? 23?
yeah, because I have wills +9.
Goddamn.
Yeah, let me look at something really quick.
Same.
Whatever it is, just let me do it if it's good.
You put on the necklace and you're like, please work, please work, please work. And and your mind calms and you hear a familiar voice. Oh, well, 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 little dwarf. This is very sweet that you wish to come to my side. Unfortunately, I have control of you now. It's a dominate person deal. So you are now dominating.
Dummy mommy.
You guys better watch out.
Is she gonna force him to take a potion?
No.
Yeah, I probably should have done that first, huh?
I mean, well,
But she can't issue you a self-destructive order. So she also can't tell you to escape the flame, or to like run through the flames back and forth.
Wait, you said she can't, so she can't make me kill myself?
No, she cannot. But she can
Cool, so
make
I'm
you.
safe.
Well, she can
Attack
make
my
you
friend.
attack Nihlio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. That's fine. Now he's not gonna attack you.
Yeah.
Great.
Laszlo is so
Everything's
gone
great.
by this point, by the way, and you just hear like a small little man just screaming his head off in the far distance now.
What's
Lots
going
of
on?
yelling. Yeah, lots of yelling.
Is there any way to be able to tell like I was put under a spell?
You're right.
I mean,
I should
you
go.
do have a hero point.
You do have a hero point, so if you wish to like,
You have your point.
What is that?
Reroll that.
you can re-roll it.
Wait. I'm sorry, can I interject for a moment?
Yes.
We shot and broke the
What?
pendant. Yeah,
On
the
her
one that
neck.
was
Not-
on her,
Not
which is a
Laszlo's,
dominating. No, I know, but wouldn't that be the one that controls the other?
though. Okay, so just
Yeah,
I'll
doesn't
meta
it not
for
work
you.
it in like a link?
I'll bet it for you guys. The amulet that she had was basically holding her illusion, and the amulet that Laszlo had was a dominate to keep him
Okay.
loyal.
What was the DC to figure that out? I'm curious. I guess
26.
we'll talk about it after.
Jesus Christ, to figure
So
that out.
you weren't far.
I know, because I rolled a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have rolled
Well.
better.
So a hero point is just a reroll.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could re-roll and you could hit a 26, but
Yeah, just up to you. I mean, at this point, you're dominated. What else are you gonna do?
I know, right?
All right, fuck it. You mean do it, right?
I mean, do it. Yes.
yeah.
Okay. All right. There's nothing else I can do.
Unless the dominated.
She has
broken.
dominated
Okay.
your mind, and you essentially are like, I should work for the queen. That's actually an amazing idea. I'm thinking about moving to Hibernia. You know what? I'm gonna propose to Orlaith. Like, you are not thinking very clearly right now.
Yeah, man, it's all, most of my stuff that counters just being feared too.
Mm.
Thought I was gonna be able to use my Dwarven doubtness, a little better. Okay. Alright. Hey, what is this?
Spend or no spend?
Okay. Shit. Alright, where do I go to spend it?
I think you just
click on the
tap the hero point and then you can re-roll what you just rolled to.
Oh, I
for
see.
the save,
Okay, so
yeah.
just black it out. Okay. Now it's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean 26 is pretty high DC.
Pretty high.
Yeah.
You have a 9, so all you need is the 17.
Yeah, it didn't work.
You
Am dominated.
You are dominated. Since Toke is the last in initiative, correct?
Mhm.
We're gonna pause there. Pick this
Over.
up very soon.
Someone better break this
Great
fucking
game.
necklace.
And I'm
Oh,
free
do I
on
not
the
have
game
to do my action?
You
We're
went
gonna-
first. That was
yeah,
the whole
you went
round
first.
of.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
whole round.
Yeah, but I thought I
I
held
think-
my action until the end. Wasn't that something
Oh,
I
yeah,
had
you
to
did.
do?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
you
did.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can,
yeah.
you can do
You're
something.
waiting for someone
Before
to say
we
you did.
end,
Kill me,
Uh,
brother.
I just have a question for it, but
Yes.
beforehand, I have with my acrobatics so high, tumble through, and that lets me go through, I guess, extreme terrain. Is that what it says? Hold on. Tumble through difficult terrain. Does that mean I'd still take damage, or is this kind of like a negate if I go through it?
No, you could. Well, let me look.
You
Yeah.
stride up to your speed during this movement. You could try to move through the space of one enemy. The enemy
One
being the
enemy.
fire. Attempt an acrobatics check. Is that not how it works?
That's not how it works.
it's not how it
So
works, yeah.
what that's used for is like, tumbling through someone's legs and then coming up behind them and like stabbing them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of the things where, like, when you play Pathfinder, Pathfinder is very much like we thought of everything, and everything is very precise and chosen to be a particular way.
Okay.
Whereas D&D, you'd be like, oh, I have an ability that allows me to tumble through stuff. A DM would be like, sweet, half damage, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Pathfinder's like, the Pathfinder's like, no, that's just not how it works.
Yeah, just because you
Okay.
did a somersault through the flames instead of running doesn't mean
Yeah.
you take less
Which
damage.
which I guess makes sense,
Well, in real life, it would.
Yeah.
You know, like if
I'm-
there was fire, tumbling through fire would make you not be as harmful to the flames because you can cover yourself and you're using different parts of you. But
Yeah,
that's
running
just.
through fire
I mean-
is not actually all that dangerous.
I'm also fighting a
Yeah.
dragon, so nothing really makes sense. So that's cool.
What would you like to do, Nihlio?
Can you tell that I've been dominated?
I mean, you have the necklace on.
You have the necklace on.
Like
You
change
can
the color of my
You
eyes
can
or
make a
something?
free perception check if you like.
I can. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's perception? It's right there.
Here we go.
15. So no shot.
Dominated.
You notice that after Toke puts on the necklace, that he doesn't try to do anything else, and you have a bad feeling about that.
Okay. I need to look at Albert
He's
Radio.
just getting used to his new eldritch powers.
Yeah. It's goddamn so funny in my mind.
Let's see. I will. You know what? I don't think I get to live another day, so I think I need to go for the attack.
Okay.
You don't have any healing potions or anything?
Nope, I have nothing.
Oh.
I have been racking my brain going through every single one of these. The closest thing I have for this is like high jump on acrobatics, and that would allow me to go up and over the amount, but it doesn't let me go 10 feet in the air because he said it was 10 feet high.
Yeah.
And it's definitely on the ground. I can't drop prone and crawl under it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yep. So, cool. I think we go with intimidation. I'm going to use 3 actions. I am going to demoralize.
Okay.
So I'm going to demoralize the dragon.
Is that
and
a
flip
will
it off.
save?
Right.
Found you out. You have nothing to live for.
I really, yeah. I'm just
You're gonna lose.
There's no
this
hiding. Your
fight.
people hate you. They see you as a monster.
I mean, hey, I love
Yeah.
the creativity, guys. I love
I
it.
like it. I like it.
I'm going down. I'm demoralizing it. Throw a will roll right now.
Okay, so my will, so it's against
So,
my
no, it's the
will DC.
It's a will DC. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's hers, not mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you attempt an intimidation check.
Oh, an intimidation check. Okay.
Yeah. Against her will DC. So
Okay.
she doesn't roll. I believe it's 10 plus whatever your will save modifier is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it a 30? Do I have to hit 30?
No.
Let's see what you get.
Oh wait, she can't tell me. I have to just do it.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's up to her.
Oh wait, yeah, it's a fucking. I'm demoralizing. What do I care?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't give a fuck. I'm dying anyway. Forgot. So I'm treating this as if I'm doing something serious. Awesome. I rolled a 26.
Okay, that's actually
Get
pretty
this. Get this. She looks a little demoralized.
But she's still laughing. It's more of like a.
She's like,
Now this is kind of a.
Wait. The target becomes frightened. Neat.
Yeah, right.
Is that what
right
happened?
one.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Scare her off. Make her run.
It's kind of my. And then deception. Wait, can I really? I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
I'm gonna lie my way out of this. I'm going to lie and say we have massive ballista on the ship, and our crew is coming to come and kill you unless you flee at this moment.
Like World War II tactics or some shit.
Okay, so I'm going to lie and say that I have that our entire crew is going to come and fight. Yeah. And I rolled a 15 on that one.
She takes a -4 to all her rolls.
Neat.
No,
Due
it's
to
a
the-
-1.
Yeah, it's -1.
It's a
Oh,
-4
okay, sorry.
if you don't understand language or something.
Ew, okay. Less good for you.
Can she make a deal with Loki?
Unfortunately, Nihlio did not know this, but she has just spent all day talking about armies and
Group.
militia to Alaric all day. She knows exactly what you guys have, and she knows that there is no one coming to save you.
I mean, as we weren't good though.
Yeah, I mean, she knows that you guys did not come with a full force.
All right. Last but not least, then I attack.
Okay. You run through the wall? Because that's.
No, I'm going to throw a dagger at her.
Okay, sure, no.
Cool. Yeah.
You know what? Nah, fuck yeah. I'm just gonna run through the flames and just hope that if it averages to a 14, I live with 1 HP.
Hey, okay.
All right.
You
So
run.
what do I roll?
Oh, I'm rolling.
She rolls damage.
And I get no reflex, no will, or anything
You
like
get
that.
nothing. All right, guys.
Fortitude even? No.
Nope.
Been nice knowing you, Griffin. You could have saved me with taking the amulet off. But you chose to say mean words to a dragon.
That sounds like him.
You get dealt 12 damage.
Ooh.
Oh shit! I live.
Lucky boy.
You're alive.
But as you take 2 steps through the flames, you trip and fall.
3 points and I die.
Yeah, and it does 3 damage. Not because of flames, because
which
you
way
stubbed
would
your
you
toe.
like to run, Nihlio?
Feet follow the expert, and that's gonna be Einar in this situation, so I'm out.
So
You guys
Okay.
left me.
I like it.
All right.
You're dominated. Well, I'm gonna save you eventually.
Sure.
So where
At
you...
least she can't tell me to kill myself, so...
She cannot tell you to kill yourself. You're right.
Exactly.
yeah.
So
I'm
I
gonna save
I
you.
actually might be safer this way.
Yeah, dude, this is a good
Yeah.
thing.
You're
You
just
know
safe
what? I'm
for
coming
last,
back around.
to be honest.
I've gone through the 12 stages of grief or whatever they are, 7.
All right.
I've come around to acceptance.
I don't want to
So
hold
where
you
is-
guys for too long, but
Where is he running? Where is he
Yeah.
running?
he ran towards Einar. So to you, Nick.
Is that out the room through the hole in the wall?
Yeah, there's actually a door right here.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like door,
Okay.
door, door. So you're
The
like
dragon's still in the way of the hole.
yeah. So you're like just
You're-
outside.
Pointing.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I couldn't see the pointer either, but I'm assuming you were doing it right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
Um,
Anything else,
okay.
Uh,
guys?
no, that's all for me. Well,
Nope,
I
is
have
it-
one question about what's her name.
Yes, absolutely.
Orlaith?
We're gonna end the stream and then we can chit chat.
Sure.
All right. Great.